Alex Hormozy just changed the entire game of high ticket sales and everything with his books $100 million offer and $100 million lead, specifically the offer part. You see, I have been teaching people on how to sell high ticket for like 5 years now. And what I've understood is even if you learn how to sell, most people get confused at what to sell. And after serving over 200 clients personally, and now at a company which does about $1 million a year at a high ticket price and helping people do the same, I have uncovered some really cool stuff. And one of the cool stuff is creating this 100 million offer that you can create for yourself, which is exactly why I have created an entire course on how to create this own $100 million offer for yourself, starting from picking the right audience to crafting your deliverables, crafting the guarantees, bonuses, and everything, which I have covered in this entire video. All right. So all you have to do is watch this video. This video is going to be probably 3 hour plus long, but this is going to be a very, very interesting, very in-depth video for you to learn this entire skill. Now, by the way, if you want me to personally help you to craft your offer, craft your sales system, help you build a marketing funnel that brings you clients, I have put a link in the description, a link of a free one-on-one session with me and my team. And you can click there, apply for our coaching system, and we can help you out, right? Let's get into the video because there's a ton of value for you guys. What is up, you beautiful people? Welcome to this video of niche selection SOP. Well, in the positioning playbook, this is probably one of the most crucial lesson to learn. And in this document, I will walk you through the process of creating an ideal customer persona that portrays the values, demographics, and the needs of your target customer. Why this is important is because if you just fix and if you just pick the right kind of segment that works for you, you pretty much take care of 80% of your marketing and sales efforts. After creating this ICP, you will be better equipped to select a niche that works for you and your business, and you reduce the efforts that you would otherwise need in your marketing and sales processes. Now, this document has multiple chapters. Chapter 1 is what is a niche and why a niche. In marketing terms, niche is a specialized segment of a market for a particular kind of product or service. The niche is always about the market and the people in the market, not about what you offer them. So let me give an example. A lot of people come to me and say, Ajayant bhai, my niche is email marketing. But bro, email marketing for whom? Email marketing for e-commerce, let's say, is hell and heaven different from email marketing for coaches or consultants or cold email marketing. That's also email marketing, right? It's very, very different. So here we have to define who exactly are we serving in the market, right? And on the other hand, a lot of people come to me and say, Ajayant, I help e-commerce businesses. Well, what do you help e-commerce businesses with? Is it email marketing? Is it Facebook ads? Is it inventory management? So a lot of people are general. So they do everything in a specific business. No, you have to have best of both worlds, right? So you have two things. One, specialized segment of the market, and two, particular product or service that serves this specialized segment. But why is this niche important? Well, because it takes care of 80% of your marketing and sales efforts, just like I told you. If you're selling to a hungry market, you'll probably don't need crazy sales skills. A hungry market triumphs a good offer, and a great offer triumphs good sales. Example, if you are selling toilet papers during COVID in the US, you'll probably don't need to learn marketing to sell all this because people, you all saw the news, right? They were going empty, aisles were empty. Now, to show you the power of niche, let me show you some case studies from our own Slack group. So this is Nazim Anshari. He is just focused on custom WordPress theme development for bloggers. And because of which he's closing deals left, right, and center. Recently closed like a $2,200 deal. Then we got Nishant. He is helping e-commerce businesses with Google and Facebook ads, and that to a very specific type of e-commerce businesses. Closed an e-commerce client for $3,000 a month in a monthly retainer, just 40K away from 5 lakhs per month goal that he has had. We have Nazim closed one more deal here. Ahan Iqbal, he closed like a $2,000 deal. He's one of the biggest achievement is like he closed like a $17,000 a month deal. Pankaj, who helps only coaches, closed 3 deals this month. One existing client pitched him a new funnel, one ex-client, one new email list guy closed him for his own business. And one of my favorite is, I got, well, Jitendra. I am looking for his case study. There are so many case studies to go ahead and check. Basant, Deepak Pani. Best thing is, okay, Harry closed Anik single with this, but we have, this one. Jitendra, one of our initial Alpha Club members, he was doing this. He runs this agency called DigiLocal, who serves local businesses with general marketing. But we realized that 80% of our clients were coming from restaurant and food and beverages industry. So we just went really targeted and focused just on food and beverages industry, because of which, just by that positioning alone, he separated from the rest of the market, and he landed KFC and Pizza Hut as a client. So he landed Sapphire Food, who is a biggest franchisee of KFC's, Pizza Hut, all these chains in the country. Now he is going to he is taking care of their marketing, right? And this is the best thing. Now, this is exactly why you should sell to one niche. But a lot of people keep asking me, if I sell to one niche, won't I be missing out on a whole lot of market? Now, here's what's wrong with targeting multiple niches. By the way, sorry. A lot of people come to me and say, won't I be missing out on a whole lot of market? What if someone comes to me from a completely different niche? What should I do then? Well, I gave you some examples. You reject them. This is the law of sacrifice. If you want to be better than everyone else, your sacrifices have to be better than everyone else. If you have to build big businesses, you have to make big sacrifices, and that is how the world works. But let me also tell you what is wrong with targeting multiple niches. When you're starting out, you don't have the time to do market research on multiple niches. There is a hell and heaven difference between marketing to one niche versus the other. There will be just too much going in your head, and selling to multiple niches would mean multiple systems, multiple copywriting styles, multiple offers, sales reps, multiple offers, big operations teams to scale multiple verticals. So this is a mistake that we did earlier. We used to serve any and all local markets, and we used to have all these employees serving all of them. But in the agency, back then when we were starting, we would make 5-10 lakhs and end up paying all of those back to the team, because we needed a big team to serve all these markets, because of which we would have very thin margins. Results, same results, more time cost, less focus, more manpower cost. There was a lack of culture and vision, which might be happening with you as well, and you essentially become a commodity. And a lot of people do this. They start charging less to stay in the game, and whoever wins this pricing game loses. There are pros of general businesses as well. There are pros and cons of everything. Well, general business skills are very easy to learn, because you can simply watch a 2-hour YouTube video and become pro, quote unquote, pro at social media marketing. This is exactly what these teenagers are doing. Literally any kid in his teenagers can watch a YouTube video and become a social media expert in 2 days. Now, this is exactly why you should not be doing general business, because there is just too much competition out there. Here's what happens when you focus on one niche. You just create one version of the offer, one marketing message, one type of branding, one type of systems process, one simple sales system. You will have specialized knowledge on that one specific industry. It's like you are going inch wide but a mile deep impact in that industry. You'll be able to charge more since you have a unique offer that stands out in the market. You'll be able to immerse yourself in that niche and surely expand once you go to a specific level. But trust me, it takes a long time to reach there. Market research is a very, very intensive process, and you'll just have to do it once, because you are just serving one specific industry. That's all. This means you specializing in that particular niche above all, and you just command authority. Now, cons, you'll have to study the market a lot, literally know everything about that market, and obtain specific knowledge that requires efforts and results, right? So one of our customers is Koteshwar Rao. He runs this company called DrSmart.in, right? He has been simply working with doctors right now, and I think he's touching about 10-15 lakhs a month. And he just works with hospitals and doctors and helps them and he has very deep knowledge about how exactly this Google My Business thing works. He has clear cut SOPs and processes built around how exactly to serve this particular customers, and his retention of doctors is around like 2-3 years right now, right? And you can check, if you go to his case studies, he has some 58 clients right now, which is like crazy, right? Now this comes when you stick to one thing for a very long time, and that's how you beat the market. And one of my coaches actually told me, when I was looking for a good unique selling proposition for myself, one of my coaches told me that, hey Jayant, if you just focus on one thing that no one else is serving, that becomes your USP. You don't even need to innovate a new product. That's the best part about running a digital business. Now let's talk finances with an example. Now you could, let's say, create like a generic web design service. Let's say you only provide web design services. A lot of people are doing that, and they're charging 10, 30,000, 50,000 sometimes. And this sort of a price point generally attracts a very weird set of clients. Like they expect a lot, they ask for a lot more iteration, and there is always somebody who is ready to do it for cheaper. And this sort of work is commoditized as it is an action based offer, not like a result driven offer. Now turn this, you add a little more stack and start providing lead generation service for a career coach, right? With the term, it becomes like, web design and lead generation. Lead generation is result driven because we are generating leads. Web design is very action driven, right? Let's say you start building landing pages, email sequences, WhatsApp notification messages, automation, ads, webinar slide decks, sales training. If you add all this, you can stack it up to start charging like, let's say, 50,000 a month base price. Start making a result-driven offer. We'll talk about offers in the next one of the next sessions. But let's say a single client is worth 10,000 rupees to you, to the coach. The coach sells on the webinar, and if your systems help sell 100 units of this product in the first month, your client makes 10 lakhs. Let's say you make a deal. Tell them that, I will charge 50,000 for the setup cost, and I'll do everything starting with, the funnel from the scratch to the webinar sales deck and everything. 50,000 plus 10% of the commission of the top line revenue that you got. And if you got that, so let's say 10 lakh ka 10% itself is 1 lakh, right? You will start getting like 1.5 lakh per client if you can crack this deal. And you just need to keep working with 10 such clients to make 10 lakhs a month. That's all. That's the best part about this sort of a business. Result, less stress, more happiness. There are more benefits to this. You focus a lot. There's a clear micro niche differentiation in the market, positioning difference in the market, pricing difference. You can charge higher because you're specializing in that one small thing. Marketing becomes much easier. It's very sharp, inch wide but mile deep, like I told you. You can get more referrals that way because other people in the same community start seeing you and they start relating to you. Learning becomes a very smoother because you are just doing one thing. You don't have to learn 100 different things. You have to learn very specific set of skills that works for you, and a lot of personal satisfaction because you are delivering great results. So go through this. This might help you a lot. Now, before we dive into the next chapter, I want to enlighten you about this 3 biggest market, right? There are 3 overarching market below which we are targeting sub markets. The 3 overarching markets are health, wealth, and relationship, as you can see on the screen. I can have examples. We have Dr. Tanima, who is in the health niche. She is a lactation consultant. Pretty much every digital marketing company that is a part of our community is in the wealth niche. And we had a divorce lawyer who was in the relationship niche. We was helping people get out of marriage and everything. So in general, you serve any of these 3 set of people. Now, we go deeper into every single aspect of these markets. So if you are talking about health, just health won't do the work. You have to go deeper, right? What exactly are you helping people with, right? Let's say you are helping people with losing, or let's say who are you helping? That's the first thing. Let's say I say men, or say IT professionals. Else, I would say men. I would say corporate professionals, little bit wider, and Bangalore, who are above 30 years of age. That would be my target market. And let's say I help them with losing weight and gaining more muscles. That would be my service. Simple. So you pick the overarching market, go very, very specific with who do you serve, and start helping them. Like right now, if I were to tell you an example, Prashant, he is helping people with gut health issues, you know. So his target market is professionals and housewives with gut health issues, and he's helping them with getting out of any gut issue without taking any chemicals or drugs, right? Using naturopathy. This is what his niche is. And again, there is a lot more differentiation here. I don't remember which exact type of professional he's helping. Wealth. Let's say you are a marketing agency. You are because you're helping somebody gain more wealth, right? Let's say you are helping. We had our current clients. We are HR professional, or HR agency, with getting more clients for their corporate coaching programs with outreach, right? Relationships. We had Nitish Banka, right? He would help men in Delhi with getting out of divorce, nasty divorce cases faster than ever. Let's say he's a very good lawyer. That's what he did. Men in Delhi. So a lot of his customers were from Delhi. So married men in Delhi, actually, obviously, who are looking to get out of nasty divorce cases faster than ever. So he would like go really, really deep into this. So figuring out that one micro niche of audience, who are you serving and how exactly are you serving, is absolutely crucial. Now you need to go ahead and pick the right market as well. This market should be in massive pain, must have a high purchasing power, must be easy to target, especially online. You should be able to outreach, run ads, or ask for referrals to get to these particular people. And it must be a growing market. It should have growth in the future, because the market is shrinking, then there is no point, because your business will also shrink, right? So it's very, very important to pick growing markets. How exactly do you find people in massive pain? Well, we don't have to do a lot of research to find people in massive pain. Majority of the time, if you are an industry expert, you will just know. If you're a divorce lawyer, you just know that the massive pain is people just can't get out of their nasty divorce. That his wife is filing so many cases, whatever, right? If you are a health consultant, you just know that a person wants to lose weight. But what is the pain? We need to maybe have to interview some people here and there to figure out what is the core pain. Like for example, here with Prashant's case, the core pain was people who are having gut issues for a very long time, and they have been fed up with taking all these chemicals and drugs. Nothing is working for them. Clear. This happened because he was working with a lot of these people with such pains. They must have a higher purchasing power. They should pay you a lot. There's a lot of issues with unemployment in the country. But if you start helping all the employed people, they may not have enough money to pay you because they don't have money for themselves, right? They should have a high purchasing power to help you out, to pay you money. They must be easy to target online. You should be able to run ads, seek referrals, outreach, do anything to find online. And it must be a growing market, like I told you, right? An example here is life coaches who have sold their front-end offers but are unable to have a good upsell system. Let's say they cannot upsell people to the next level. They are selling through webinars, but there is no level that they could define, and even they defined it, they can't sell it. And in terms of purchasing powers, if they are selling front-end offers, they have high buying powers. Obviously, they are already running ads. Targeting, it's pretty easy to find coaches nowadays. Just find the community, find the YouTube channel, find their Facebook ads, start texting them on social media or email. And simple Google search told me that the coaching market was $2.8 billion worth into 2019, and right now it's way more higher. So simply 4 levels of research you have to do to pick the right market, right? It's as simple as that. However, this is the theory part of it. In the next lesson, I'll go deeper into the practicalities of how exactly you find these people online and start gathering data to build your ideal customer persona. So I hope this helped, and see you in the next video. What is up, you beautiful people? In the last video, we talked about why and what of a niche. It was more of a theoretical lesson. Here is a practical lesson of how to pick a niche, right? In summary of the last video, with your consulting, you basically help a specific customer solve a specific and painful problem in a unique way that reverses their biggest challenge. But in this lesson, we'll be talking about how exactly to find this specific customer in a more practical way, right? Now here we'll build something called as the ideal customer profile. Some people call it customer persona, I call it customer profile. Persona works fine. Some people also call it customer avatar. Totally up to you, whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, it's a document having details about the customers. This makes your marketing very, very sharp, laser targeted, and helps you, like I keep telling, like inch wide but mile deep, especially with the kind of market that you're serving, right? Your targeting becomes laser sharp, and because of the good targeting, you start finding really good people to work with, right? Now, you can go through all of this. This might help you, but I have 2 scenarios here. Scenario number 1, if you have less than 5 clients to work with, what should you do? How should you find your niche then? Scenario number 2, if you have worked with 5 to 6 or more than 5 to 6 clients in the past, then what to do? So we'll go with scenario number 1. So here is an assessment that I suggest people to do. Here, first step, you have to identify your passion and skill, and second, you have to identify a market. There are multiple steps. Third, identify the problem statement. Then find the people online, interview them, develop your offer, which is next step. Now, how do you exactly find your passion and skills? It starts with answering this question, which is list down your top 5 movies, books, documentaries, and television shows. Just replace these. These are my own. So I'll just, change the colors of this maybe. I'll make them blue. Okay. Now, these are the top 5 movies, books, documentaries, and television shows that I like Guru, Wolf of the Wall Street, The Founder, Social Network, Super Pumped, Flaming Hot, and then write down what is the most common theme among them. So for me, there is sales is one common theme that I absolutely loved among all of these. The team building process. I always loved in these movies how they would like build a community, build a team. That always attracted me in this particular movie. Top characters: Mark Zuckerberg, Ray Dalio, the founder of Walmart, Richard Montanes, the main guy in Super Pumped. Wealth and business minded they are. So this is something that I have seen. Now go to your browser history, Google or YouTube, and list down the top 5 things that you have searched the most or that has appeared in your feed. So I'll go to my YouTube because I think this is easier. But if just by being in my YouTube channel, you'll know what kind of work that I do. So we got millions of YouTube itself. So YouTube in general, I like it. Outreach, dogs, anime, but money, again, it appeared again. AI, we got money, again, client outreach and everything. This is again about money, but it's not e-commerce. What else? We got some stand-up comedy. I sold my first AI chatbot. Okay, this is again about agency building. Okay. I found a shocking consumer trends. This is Varun Maya about some reports. Again, this is probably agency, yeah. Google Ads, agency stuff, health. But most of the time I'm seeing agency, cold outreach, AI for business, sales. This is what I see, right? And if you look at my YouTube history as well, this is the kind of, I'll just refresh this. This is the kind of thing that have worked. So this is the YouTuber, he talks about money most of the time, but sales, outreach, making money, YouTube. I have been on a YouTube research recently, which is about how to get more views. My own thing, but we got funnels, right? Health, AI, cold outreach. So a common theme you can see right here, right? Then the next top 5 influencers that you follow. Here we got Alex Hermosi, Russell Brunson, Christian Bokenkamp. These are the influencers that I follow, and all of them talk about AI. This is the same thing actually: sales and marketing, cold outreach. This is the theme here. Ask your friends about what topics they need your help from. For me, people ask me help regarding sales, marketing, branding, career, health. This is what I give advice on, and the common theme is sales and marketing. The most 80-20 of this is this. What topic are you learning currently? So AI, cold outreach sales, systems and development, product development. Me creating these lessons are part of my product development program that I'm going through. AI, cold outreach sales are the most common theme. If you had all the time in the world, what skill would you learn? So right now I'm doing this, sales and product development. I want to make sure that both Mastery Club and Alpha Club are the best products for agencies out there to like really launch, right? Now, looking at this, what is the common theme that you see? I see AI, cold outreach, sales as the three most common thing, right? Now, if at all I'm using AI, cold outreach, and sales, who do I serve? This is a skill that I have. You see, niche has two things, like the skill or the service, the market. Next, the market is which larger market do you serve? So in my case, it's wealth. In this particular case, if I have to create like a separate thing, I'm helping people with wealth, and then here I'll be helping people, marketing and HR agencies. This is my personal experience, and with helping with appointment booking through cold outreach. So this would be my market. Marketing and HR agencies in right now it's in India, but we can also find UK. If at all I'll go abroad, I'll put UK here. Not US. US is 12 hours away. So UK is 3 hours away. So I don't have to wake up at the middle of the night to do a meeting. So that's that. But filter, is this market growing? You can simply Google it. What is this? Is marketing agency as a space growing? You'll know, right? Is the market subsection committed to growth? Is this market, let's say, marketing and HR agencies in India, are they willing to like really enhance their wealth? Yes, of course, they're running a business. What do you mean, right? So is weight loss for women who just had kids, will they be willing to like, will they be committed to weight loss? Yeah, it should be yes, right? Sometimes you might also find, okay, I help yoga coaches. You ask yoga coaches if you need more growth, they might say, no, I don't need. So, I have seen this happen literally. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But next, what challenges do your market face? Simply Google it. This is the best thing. You can simply Google what are the biggest challenges marketing or HR spaces agencies in India face. They'll list it down and see whether you can solve these challenges with these. You can also ask ChatGPT. Find consultants who are already serving this industry. One of my most favorite ways to like really find out what would be my niche is find my competitors and interview them. I would join groups of people. Let's say if I'm providing cold outreach as a service, I would join Facebook groups and start asking people to book a call with me. Not for agency stuff. I would like ask people who are using instantly, and I can ping like, hey, I'm starting this thing. I just want to I have landed some few clients. I just want some input from you to like serve them. Can you help me out? So this is the way I approach them. I say them that I have already landed the client. You just help me out. It will be like bro to bro, simply asking my competitors. And many of the time, like 100% of the time, in fact, I have found like really good people who have helped me out. Go to sites like Quora and forums to observe the discussion. So you can simply go to Quora or like any forums like let's say let me see if I log into Facebook. Facebook is not allowing me to log in nowadays, so not sure if I can go in. Okay, anyways, it's asking this 6-digit code. I don't see it. But normally, what I do is I go to Facebook groups to participate. If you can say cold outreach forums. Oops, not this one. Cold outreach forums. If this is the most common thing among all, So let's open up each of this. Copy chief, cold outreach, cold email reach. You'll just know what sort of, is cold calling necessary for getting good clients? Couple points on cold calling. So this is cold, how to write 2,000 plus personalized emails in 1 hour for free using ChatGPT or AI. You'll get a lot of ideas here. This, I literally wrote, like I created a video around this. I don't see a lot here. I want to start cold email outreach from my website to get backlinks, maybe some collaboration along the way. Therefore, I'm not sure whether I should use my own branded official website. See, these are sort of questions that people ask, right? So you'll know more about what are the typical questions that people ask. If you go deeper into this sort of sites, simply ask for forums in Google, you'll find all the sites. Be a fly in the world and read through the conversations. You'll have so many more ideas. You can simply go to Fiverr or Upwork. That looks something like, if I go to Fiverr, you can start seeing people who are providing a similar service to you. Like for example, let's say I say, cold email. If I write like this, I will send personalized cold emails from my Gmail for marketing campaign. I will set up instantly for cold emails. See, people are charging money for this. I will write a cold email sequence for digital marketers. See, this is exactly in my niche as well, right? So if I say cold email copy, this is sending cold emails. I'll craft an email sequence. I'll build a cold calling, cold emailing list. So these are the services that I can also provide. So this is basically proof of work, proof of concept. Many times you will just know that you can. Many times you just know what services to provide. In case you are confused or you want to do more research, that in cold emailing, what all services can I do? You can sell email blasts. You can set up instantly. You can, create a list for people. You can warm up people. All those things, right? You can also find YouTube videos that address this industry, right? So very recently, I was creating something called as a YouTube SOP. I'll find this. YouTube data generation SOP. It was pretty cool. So this is where I was doing that YouTube research, where, so where they says, like, if you have these sort of, if you search, let's say, how to get more views on YouTube. So this particular client, they wanted to work on YouTube growth of a particular company, and I searched on YouTube how to get more views on YouTube. Searched on YouTube how to get more views on YouTube. You find these people, channels, big channels where people are talking about YouTube growth and everything, and you just open this and go to the comment section. You'll know all these channels are coming up, and all these people have the same pain point. And you, by observing what is their pain point, you'll know how can you help. So let's say I open this lady's profile, right? And she's having some 2,000 subscribers and 400 videos. That means she's consistent, and whatever problem she has, I can find her email address right here and DM her or mail her. Simple, right? Or look at the YouTube videos to figure out what challenges people are serving more often than not. Sometimes you can check, let's say you can just simply type in your names, the niche, cold email for marketing agency. You'll find a lot more. Cold email study, how we send 2,000 cold emails a day, 7-figure cold email outreach, free template. Oh, I should create a video on this as well. So let me close these, right? You can do that. You can also find books. I know a book called Fanatic Prospecting or something. Beautiful book on cold outreach. There is also something called as Cold Email Manifesto. This is a book by someone known as, I forgot the name of he's a famous guy, Alex Berman, I think. Yeah, he's the guy. He wrote this book called Cold Email Manifesto, where he talks about how to do cold emailing. So you can find some books and figure out what are the challenges that your market face. How is this challenge affecting their life or business? Well, read those, go through these resources, you'll find more ideas about them. Ideally, we're looking for a painful problem that, hey, there was a clear-cut video, right? How we send 2,000 emails a day. That this is a problem that people might have, that they don't know how to send 2,000 emails a day. Most of them are not They have been trying to do it for a while, they can't do it. If the problem is solved, tangible results should be guaranteed, and you can break up long-term results into few short-term results. For example, if here is one short-term result, we can send 2000 emails for you per day. We can say like, I'll buy these domains, I'll warm up these domains, I'll send these things, I'll send 2000 emails per day. That's 60,000 emails a month, and out of 60,000 emails a month, you'll get this much responses. You can break up all these things into multiple parts, and if we do send 2000 emails a day, what sort of tangible results are you getting? You are getting probably 30 to 40 booked meetings in a month, right? Next, step number 4, find out where these people hang out online. Right now we still have the hypothesis. We just figured out what are we good at, what market we are serving, and what is our problem statement. Now here, where exactly these people hang out, right? Now here is how to do it. I simply go to LinkedIn. I'll just show you the process. Now ideally you can find your competitors or your ideal customers here in LinkedIn. Simply go here, hit enter. Don't add anything else. If you just hit enter, you'll start seeing posts like these, and here click on people, not the posts. Now here in the people, all you have to do is click on all filters. Here go ahead and search for industry. So let's say I am helping marketers, marketing services, advertising services, business consulting also I can add, but I think marketing and advertising is fine. And then we are looking for marketers in India, or let's say marketers in United Kingdom, right? And our marketing is here as well, category, digital marketing. You can pick this title. Maybe we can say founder, write down in caps, or co-founder. So if I have to zoom in, this is how it looks. Founder or co-founder or owner. These are the titles that they have put in LinkedIn. Service category I have added, industry I have added, country I have added, and then we'll simply click on show results. So we have all these clients, right? Nick, Steve, these are all founders of agencies. All I need to do is start pinging these people. That's all, right? And what I do is, I have given this SOP here. You can go follow this. Start pinging this. You send them a personalized message saying that, hey, first name, let's say I say Nick, I win clients for service-based businesses using LinkedIn, founder our Team Hustle, right? It talks about TikTok, marketing, social media. This lady is having, LinkedIn Premium. So ideally, I would go with these people with Premium LinkedIn because they are paying for it. That means they have money. CRO and SEO expert. Is she active? 3 weeks ago, she posted something. Ben, just saw Ben's post about crazy work with SEO. I'll click on connect and I'll add a note. Just found Ben's post, crazy work with SEO. You guys are doing some crazy work with SEO. So this is a compliment. Happy to connect, would love to connect here, something like this, right? Would love to connect. Right, send. Now once she accepts my connection request, I would send this. I'll be honest here, I'm starting out as a freelancer. I want to help this industry with this service. I need some professional advice. I'll be happy to compensate 30 minutes of your time. So this is something that I personally like. I used to send this, do you know anyone who might need help with this? But I personally like this particular line. So don't add all of this. You can simply say, I'll be honest, Jeremy. I'm starting out as a freelancer and I want to help e-commerce businesses with SEO and CRO. I need some professional advice. I'd be happy to compensate for 30 minutes of your time. That's all. You send 100 messages a day, some 10 people will accept, and out of 10, some 5 people will say yes. So that's enough, right? Now interview them in exchange for a free consult. If you send about this, 5 to 10 people will be ready to talk to you. That's good enough to start. In the interview, you can ask in terms of like, what challenges do e-commerce people face? Or if it is your target, if it's directly e-commerce people themselves, what challenges they face? What are they most afraid of? How long they have been facing this challenge? What have they done to fix this? Have they taken anyone help? If there was an ideal service, what would they expect from it as a solution? What would that solution do for them? Where do they spend most of their time online? What does a day of their life look like? This is the data that we're looking for. 5 to 10 businesses are more than enough. And then you develop an offer based on the data, right? This is something that we'll cover in the next videos. But yeah, so if you're a beginner, follow these steps. You will absolutely kick ass in finding a phenomenal niche for yourself. So all the best. See you in the next video. What is up, you beautiful people? In this video, I will be showing you how exactly to pick your niche, right? In the last video, it was more of a theoretical discussion, what and why of niches. Here we'll go deeper into the practical parts. So here we'll do something like, we'll create something called as the ideal customer persona. Some people call it customer profile, some people call it customer avatar. Anything works. Ultimately, the goal of this exercise is to figure out the exact person that you are helping, and by figuring that out, you make your marketing message really, really sharp, and you're targeting very, very detailed, right? So this is what it helps with. Now there are two scenarios here. Scenario number one, if you have less than 5 clients to work with a niche, the last video pretty much talks about this. If you're a beginner, if you have good number of experience, go with this particular scenario. So that's current video is all about, right? Now, if you have worked with good number of clients, so 5 to 6 means like, at least that should be like the range that you have operated in, is something that I recommend. So scenarios number 2 में हम लोग क्या करते हैं? Sorry, I went into Hindi. In scenario number 2, if you have worked with 5 to 6 clients, or let's about 10 clients, what we do is we list down the details about our customers. And these are the specific details that we talk about. First is, who are your best case studies? Did you enjoy working with them? Did they have enough money to pay you well? And did they stick with you long enough, right? So let's say these 5 are some of my best case studies, right? The client name is Vijay, Deepak, Avi, Raja is one of the clients that I worked with, Soumya, right? And industries, what are the industries that they were from? So these 2 are from D2C, he is from consulting and mentoring, DD is also from consulting and mentoring, Sujay was from WordPress software business. How much revenue did I generate from them? So they are my best case study. So they have given me good work. They are happy with my work. That is how I recommend, check them. And the primary thing is I look at these 3 lines in the table, these 3 columns in the table. So revenue, tenure, and happiness score. So let me make them blue. Yeah. So the revenue here, how much revenue have I generated from these? So with Reedy, till date, I have generated over 72 lakhs. Avi paid me 90K. It was a 3-month project. Here it's 3.6 lakhs over 12 months. This was 1.2 lakhs over 3 months. This was 12 lakhs over 12 months. And in terms of happiness score, I was very happy. So 8 out of 10. So how happy I was with him. So that was like 8 out of 10. With Reedy, it's like 10 on 10. Avi, it's 7 on 10. With these 2, it was like 6 on 10 because the expectation mismatch ho gaya tha yahan pe. But when I fill this sheet, like when I write this thing and write down the exact revenue that this customer has paid me, or the tenure, like how long this customer stick with me, and how happy am I working with this client, now I have a lot of clarity on to figure out who exactly should I serve. So in this particular case, I went with Deepak because he paid me the most money, he stuck with me the longest, and I am really, really happy working with Deepak. So I call it the congruency triad. So in one side, we have revenue, one side we have tenure, how long they have worked with us, and one side we have personal happiness score. And because we are only taking in the most successful clients that we have worked with, it's anyways, it's the good decision. I also asked, did they have proof of concept? Are they somebody who can generate sales without even marketing help? So without even my help, can they generate it on their own? See, the way I see agency work is anybody can solve a problem on their own. It's just that they don't have enough time, resources, or knowledge. But if they have those, they would simply solve this, right? Especially with marketing, I check whether they have some level of proof of concept or not before working. If they have some email subscribers or not, if they have sold at least 100 units of their product by themselves in terms of e-commerce, right? Then I can come in and put more fuel to the fire. I cannot help somebody start a new fire. I can always add more fuel to the fire as a marketer. So similarly, no matter what what industry you are in, you check out whether you can ease the client's process. It's always better if the client already knows the solution and they just need a helping hand. They become your case studies really, really fast. What kind of services did they need from you? Is it coaching, consulting, or done for you service? In agency case, it's mostly done for you, right? In my case, it was all done for you. Then you go ahead and interview them. You give them some incentive, give them 3 months of extra work, something, right? But tell them like, hey, I'm building my website, make up an excuse, and I have this Google form. Can you please fill it out? Or can we just get on a Zoom call and maybe talk about it? I need some input from you. Then give them a benefit like free consultation, additional service, totally up to you. But ask them these questions. I think demographics and all, I think you can simply find out from the LinkedIn and whatnot. Here we might not need it for agency, but for health and wealth, health and relationship, we might need this. What age do they have? What gender do they have? What geographic location do they have? Digital location is where do they hang out? Are they singles, divorced, male, female? Do they have a partner in business? What are the business stats? What is the revenue and profit numbers? What is the number of employee? If they're not comfortable sharing this, just ask them for a range, right? What is the churn of both employees and the clients? What is the pricing? What products do they sell? What is the customer lifetime value? In the lifetime of the customer, how much do they get paid? How many customers do they have? What is their niche? How long are they in the business? What is their goal upon purchasing a product service? What problems are they trying to solve? What is their buying process? If they have bought from you, what is the single biggest reason why they bought it? Was there a trigger event that caused them to buy? Did they consume any specific piece of content before they bought? If they have consumed that sort of content, just create more of those. Was there a specific testimonial they consumed? How many pieces of content did they consume before they bought us? When did they first hear about you, and when did they buy? What is the difference in time? When did they first see you? Right, it's you. Did someone refer to them, or they came from outreach? How does a day in their life look like? Then after this, you start finding your biggest spenders. Sort out the replies by customers you like the most, customers spend the most, customers stayed the longest. I think this is what we have done in the first. If you have not done it yet, you do it now. Focus on the top 20%, ignore the rest. Step number 4, see what they have in common. This takes reading through all the answers and using your brain. I know thinking is hard. The good news is your competitors won't do it. Easy advantage. Goal, come up with a list of qualities or qualifiers they all have in common. Now list them out. Usually there are 3 to 5 qualifiers. And 5th, execute. Once you have all this answer, you are going to do 2 important things. You speak to the avatar. Be upfront about your customer requirement. This is exactly what we are going to work with. For example, if I were to tell you what sort of companies that we are working with Pixel Track, we work with marketing and HR companies with at least 10 to 20 lakhs per month in revenue who are struggling with cold outage as a service. This is very crisp and very clear. I could also add like geography to it, but right now it's open. In terms of Alpha Club, we work with agency owners who are making at least 1 lakh per month or are an industry expert in their niche. If they are not making, they're just starting out, they should be at least an industry expert in this particular niche to go forward. This is like bare minimum criteria that we have developed, right? For Mastery Club, it's freelancers and agency owners who are making anything less than 1 lakh a month because they are probably not fit for Alpha Club because they don't have the team building skills yet. So this is how we define, and we ruthlessly try to eliminate all our customers and try to fit them in the right bucket. Then now re-engineer the sales process. Look what caused them, all the good customers, to buy from you. Now reverse engineer this entire process and your best, whatever your customers went through. If they have watched a YouTube video before buying your stuff, then create that awesome YouTube video. Then basically make it happen in purpose. If they watched a ad, then asked for a referral, then create an ad, then create like a customer referral system where they can talk to a customer and buy from you. That can also happen, right? So there's that. This is something that I suggest you do if you have customers. In the next 2 videos, I'll give you some assignments to do. If you do these assignments, your niche will be like really, really clear, right? Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. All right, what is up, you beautiful people? This is assignment section. So there won't be this separate video for assignments in the future lesson, but for this particular one, I felt this was important to like really show the theory first and then go into the assignments. Maybe for the systems, I'll do the same thing again. But it's absolutely crucial. Do not take this assignment lightly. It's very, very important for you to make your niche or make your marketing message razor sharp. Now, we have gone through some small assignments in the first two chapters, right? Now is the time to put all those things in paper. That's basically what we'll be doing. So based on your work in scenario number 1, just write down. What are you good at? What are you passionate about? Does your skill have a demand? What market will need this service? Is this market growing? What is the problem that they need to solve? Why do they need it? What is costing them to be in this current situation? If they keep going through that problem, what sort of problems will they keep having? What would be worth to them to get to their desired situation? How much would it cost help them if they got to the desired situation? How much more money or how much better health or what sort of lifestyle will they have? Can they pay a premium to get the solution? And if you were to start marketing, how would you target them? So write down the client access channel. So here I would, let's say if I have to answer all these questions, it will be like, okay, I'm good at cold emails, cold outreach in general. That is not just emails, sales, AI, and yes, I'm passionate about it. Sorry about my spellings. Does the skill have a demand? Yes. I'll write that down. And what market will need this service? I'll just remove this because people might want to copy this again. What market will this need the service? In my case, it will be marketing and HR. Is the market growing? Yes. Both of these fields are growing. You can simply Google search and find out what problem they need to solve. They need more appointments in their pipeline so that they close more deals. That's the biggest challenge that they face. Why do they need it? That's basically the solution, right? What is costing them to be in this current situation? Stuck at a current revenue, no business growth. Third would be like, slow business growth. Employees are asking for more salary, so they need more revenue to pay them. What would be worth to them to get their desired situation? Tomorrow they can actually build $1 million, $1 billion, $100 million company with just the help of cold outreach. So what would be the desired outcome, eventual desired outcome? Write that down. Can they pay a premium to get a solution? Absolutely yes. If you were to start marketing, how do you target them? I would write down LinkedIn, LinkedIn outreach, LinkedIn content, cold outreach, YouTube content. These will be my 4 channels to get them. So write down the client access channels that we'll be using, right? Do you know how to solve this problem? Great. Then we move on to the next video, which is like offer creation. If no, how do you learn the skills? Do you have any, courses to watch? Write those things down. Has someone else solved this thing? Do you have any competitors who have done it? How did they do it? Can you copy this process and deliver the same? And then you create your transformation statement. This is something that appears on your LinkedIn. Like, I help HR or I help B2B businesses to fill up their pipeline with cold outreach without you can leave in 90 days or less, something like that. That you put down in your marketing statement. Mine is a little bit more creative. If you have to show you this, mine is like dry pipeline, let me fill it up. Then whatever I suggest, like personal outreach, email funnel, personal branding. This is what I use nowadays. You can start with this one. It's fine. Use this line everywhere. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, your choice. Then in the second assignment, you start creating this ideal customer persona. Whatever you have gathered with scenario 1 or scenario 2, use the data to create this customer persona. Personal demographics, name, sex, location, age, money in the bank, personal demographics, business, position, yearly revenue, average LTV, lifetime value of the customers, employees, churn. Don't just stick to this thing. Go beyond this. If you have more data, write those. Psychographics, what sort of attitude these customers have. This is your observation about the person in the call. What fears do they have in terms of life and business? What hopes and dreams do they have in terms of life and business? What are the goals in terms of life and business? What are the barriers and uncertainties stopping them from hitting their goals in terms of life and business? What are some of the victories in their life, failures in their life? What are some of the pain points do they have currently in the business or health or relationship? What products or content do they follow? What softwares do they use? What YouTube channels do they follow? What influencers do they follow basically? What blogs do they follow? What newsletters do they read? All these things, write them down. I have given you an example of one of our consultants, Nitish Banka. What is the average LTV? How many employees do they have? What is the weekly hours worked? What is the psychographics? So I've given an example. You can go ahead and write this thing down for yourself. This will give you a lot of clarity on who should you be targeting, right? Do not take any shortcuts. Do it yourself. And I bet you'll have a lot of clarity about the niche that you're solving. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. And if you want, you can use these prompts to get to your niche very, very fast. Let me walk you through this as well. Oh shoot, we have gone beyond 1 hour. So guys, do you think we can do one more week and do offer creation in the next week? I didn't realize that we'll talk for like 1 hour minimum. Okay, next week karte hain. Next week we'll do the offer creation. So let me show this how to do this in ChatGPT. And now obviously no amount of tool can compensate for not talking to people. So this is the first prompt. Act as a career coach and I'm a student. I'm a freelancer and I'm good at whatever skill. If you can change, I'm a coach and I'm good at this skill. I never worked with many industries till now and I want to start my career providing this service. Give me 5 industries that would absolutely need the skill. Ideally, this industry should have the following traits. Must be in massive pain, must have high purchasing power, must be easy to target, especially online, must be a growing market. So, bro, ChatGPT, what is happening to you? I'll go to Claude. Use whatever, right? So whatever skill, let's say I'm good at cold email, cold outreach, emails and LinkedIn. I will do this. ChatGPT is taking too long. All right, this is SaaS, fintech, renewable agents, energy, telemedicine. Really? Telemedicine? I have no idea. Okay. Next prompt. I want to work with this industry. So I'll go ahead and write this. Industry, you can pick anyone. Let's say I want to work with, software as a service industry. Can you specify a few subsets in the software as a service companies that would need, whatever skill that we added, cold outreach through LinkedIn. Need cold outreach through emails and LinkedIn. It would pay me well. Ideally, this subset should have the following traits. Again, must be in massive pain, high purchasing power, easy to target, whatever. What will benefit? And we'll pick one subset, right? So let's say we talk with, cybersecurity SaaS. Let's go with them, right? What benefit will cybersecurity SaaS companies will get with this, whatever skill we added, which is like cold outreach and cold outreach through emails and LinkedIn. We'll need to know, right, what benefits they are getting. Great. I want to help with this skill. What do you think about this? How much money I can charge? Right? Let's go with this one. Cybersecurity SaaS companies. I want to help these with lead generation benefit through cold outreach, emails and LinkedIn. There we go, right? What do you think about this? How much money I can charge monthly? There we go. High demand, complex sales cycle, blah, blah, blah. See, if an entry level, I can charge $2,000 to $4,000 a month, mid-range, blah, 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 whatever. Nice little numbers. Now let's do this big prompt. Now you are a market researcher. Help me do market research. So target audience, cybersecurity and SaaS, lead generation through cold outreach and LinkedIn. So here we want to know what keeps them awake at night. Those 10 questions. Like what are they afraid of? What are they angry about? What are the top daily frustrations? What trends are occurring? All of this, right? Now we'll know more about our target customer. Now give me top 10 pointers on my target audience wants, hopes and dreams, pains and fears, and barriers and uncertainties. So you want to know what are their top hopes and dreams, barriers and uncertainties, and then we create the ICP here, right? Right? And then we say, based on the answers above, create an ideal customer persona. There we go. Boom. We got it. We got the niche defined. We understood the services that we wanted to do. It's really fast, right? So pretty easy. Hey, what is up, guys? In this video, I'll give you not only a framework of creating high ticket offers, but I'll also give you some examples of successful high ticket offers that you can apply today, right? Now, in the last section, we talked about niche selection. I'll probably record a video on how to find your niche using ChatGPT and everything, but most likely in this entire video, I'll talk more about how exactly to navigate and create the offer that people would buy from you, right? So without any further ado, let's get started. So here we go. This is the offer creation SOP that I was talking about. Now the objective of this particular video is designing a compelling high ticket offer for your services. And it's not just a solution, but a solution package to make it easier to sell and seems like a value for money. Now, an offer is a solution that takes your prospect from the current state to their desired state, simpler, faster, easier, and in a more cheaper way as compared to what it would take them all alone. Now, a good offer solves a problem more efficiently, offers a deal, and secures the financial investment of a buyer. So you solve a particular problem, give them the value of the solving this problem is so high that it should be like, hey, it's a deal. Like for example, if I sell you a Mercedes or like BMW X1, which normally costs 50 lakhs for let's say 5 lakh rupees, you would probably feel like, oh, hey, this is a big deal, and it should secure the financial investment of the buyer. So that means if you do not help somebody and if your offers don't help them, then uh, what is the outcome of it? How are you going to secure that? And crafting this irresistible offer is literally the linchpin to success in the business world. This is literally the difference between a lukewarm reception, like, hey, this is nice, this is okay, to like, oh, this is going to blow my mind, which is, braving fan base. Now, the first step of offer creation is niche, which we have already talked about, which is the first week. But we'll talk about this particular thing, which is core offer, which is, uh, how exactly to build it. Now, basically, the core offer is what I call a step by step definition that takes your prospect from the current state to their desired state, right? In order to create a solid offer, you need to understand that your customers are in a current state, which is a painful state that they are not happy in. And this is a problem that they can't solve their own, or even if they can, it is costing them time, energy, effort, relationship, and money, right? And desired state is that if this problem is solved, they'll be in a better emotional state and will be enjoying more time, energy, and money. Why is this important? Because it helps your prospect visualize how the journey is going to look like. How exactly are you going to help them? Okay? Now, once the journey is clear, it makes them help make the decision faster and makes the sales process easier. Now, what I'll do is I'll quickly, I'll go back to offer and make a copy of this and basically show you kind of live. Obviously, I can't finish the entire offer creation document in half an hour because it will require a lot of research. But let's take an example. Let's say I'm selling a fitness offer, right? I'm helping business owners, that's my niche, to let's say lose body weight. This is just hypothetical, right? I'm no way a fitness expert, so I'll probably not be qualified enough to go ahead and write this thing down. But let's say the top current problem of my people is like, getting overweight, low productivity, don't look as good. It looks affecting confidence, right? I think this is pretty much it. Some of the current problems that we can talk about. Or I can say, I can pretty much use, let's say these prompts are the end, which are like the bonus prompts. Let me go ahead and open Chat GPT, and I'll do this market research here. Okay, and I just put it here. Let's say target audience, business owners, my fitness, personal training for weight loss, let's say. It gives some idea. Obviously, it's always better to do the research on your own, right? Concerning about declining health level, fear of not finding time, anxiety about not achieving this, not afraid of. Struggling to find time for workout, difficulty in maintaining a healthy diets. Okay. Okay, now this is it. So top 5 problems: lack of time, um, reduced productivity. And this is what we're looking for. For every problem, define the measurable impact on the life or business. Uh, then we can take these. Sorry. Let's say for this one, we can create reduced time wasted in this, or we can becoming overweight, increased health risk and affecting work performance, inconsistent fitness result impacting self-esteem, professional image affected by physical appearance, which is good. Now, uh, this is what they are feeling. So this is the problem. This is emotional impact. So they are having stress and anxiety over health and appearance, frustration, confusion from lack of a clear guidance. Right? I'll just add this, which is like emotional impact. This is something that I have not added earlier. Maybe I should add it here in the assignment now. Top 5 desire. Obviously, work-life balance is something that people would want. Emotional benefit. Because the way we should be selling an offer is not just logically, but also emotionally, and it helps us kind of, this is this measurable significance here, not just logically, but also emotionally. The first part is mostly like a logical perspective. The second part that comes out in Chat GPT is more like an emotional perspective. And 5 is more than enough. We don't need more than 5. Okay. Now you got like a pretty clear picture, and if I have to like put it in a table format, okay, let's say reduce productivity and energy levels and becoming overweight. Actually, not the one that we found here was pretty good. This is definitely a problem. Increased health risk. Okay, done. Now this is problem or pain points. Then we have probably emotional impact. Oops. Then we got like this one, disappointment and inconsistent progress, insecurity. Okay. Now we got the desired situation. Now, if you read through this, you'll have a much clearer idea about what your target audience actually wants, right? Now, this is a coaching example. The reason why I put coaching example because I already added a uh, service example, which I will show you in a bit. Now again, this part is for you to understand what are they going through so that you can craft a good curriculum for them, a good solution for them, and they get faster results. Okay. Okay, done. Now, if I read through this, these are the problem, emotional impact, desired situation, and emotional benefit. So they are probably facing reduced productivity and energy levels, because of which they are feeling stress and anxiety over health and appearance. They want an improved focus and productivity at work and a peace of mind from a balanced lifestyle ultimately. Now, they are not happy about time wasted on ineffective uh, weight loss solution and frustrated and confused from the lack of clear guidance that is available at there. And they want a sustainable health improvement and weight maintenance so that they can have some pride in achieving the weight loss goals. Increased health risk and effective work performance, and they have this feeling of helplessness about this work life balance. They want increased energy and stamina for daily tasks, boosted self esteem from improved health and appearance. Did we repeat this? Okay. Inconsistent fitness result impacting self-esteem. I think a lot of things are kind of interconnected. Disappointment for inconsistent progress, consistent fitness routine leading to a better health outcome, satisfaction from adhering to a fitness regime, professional image affected by physical appearance, insecurity. They want an enhanced professional image, and there is a confidence in being a health conscious role model. This is what they are trying to get, right? Next, what I've done is this is a pretty similar example, although I have not gone deeper into a very emotional standpoint in this particular one, because this was one for a service business, typically for a digital marketer serving restaurants. So the problem and current state that we figured out was like the restaurants, they had low number of customers, low profit margins due to high commissions of Swiggy and Zomato, and low customers because they don't have authority, trust, or social presence, and low repeat customers. That means people came but they don't come back. So it's difficult to like really monetize and increase the LTV of the restaurants. There is definitely an opportunity loss because may not be getting a lot of corporate deals, and negative online reviews are one of the situations that they are facing, right? Desired state, established digital authority because of which a lot of people should come. Sustainable profit margins without depending on Swiggy and Zomato. Robust customer retention. These three points are something that we took home. And once you understand this, next we write the effort part. So current state, desired state हो गया for both a coaching model and a service model. Next thing, we need what efforts we should be putting to craft the simplest path to getting them the results, right? If I have to tell you this, so you have to pretty much fill out this particular sheet. So this is a problem, solution, implementation, impact sheet. Now we'll take the problem from here. And that's the whole reason why I put it in tables. Okay? And then we'll take the desired situation. How are we going to implement this particular thing, right? Also, like, this is ChatGPT created, but if I have to narrow down this thing, we'll probably have this professional image is definitely something that I can see. Inconsistent fitness regime, consistent health risk, stamina for okay, no problem. So probably I would suggest like interview your current customers to get like the best data out there, because this data may be a little bit skewed, and it's ChatGPT, it's not us, right? Now here we need to write down how are we going to implement a solution that can take pretty much solve every problem and transform this into a desired situation, right? So reduced energy levels, focused at work. I would come back to it, but primarily I would look at this professional image affected by physical appearance. This is probably going to be the first thing that I would do. And here I would say, uh, the way let's say if I were the fitness coach, I would implement it in a way where I would say, daily nutrition and workout, um, personal meal plan and nutrition, and workout guidance. I would do this so that the impact is they start seeing weight loss right from the first month, right? This would be the impact, because of which they would feel like, I'm like losing my tummy and it's working better, right? And here I would, tailor made workouts that will help improve the daily energy levels and make daily energy levels. This is where I would implement this, and the way it will be impacting them is like this would help them, you know tailor-made workout, okay, better work, better energy at work, and more productivity. I would talk about this. Time wasted on ineffective weight loss solution. By the way, time waste is definitely a big deal. Workouts will be designed such that you need to spend only 3 hours per week. So the impact will be you will lose weight without trying 100 different things or even joining the gym. This is the impact, right? Increased energy and stamina for daily tasks. I think this is pretty much it. We are solving it with that particular work. Inconsistent fitness results impacting the self-esteem. Again, this, if you're working 3 hours a week, here we can talk about accountability. In terms of workout, so that you maintain consistency. This will help you lose weight faster, right? And here, increased risks affecting this. So we can give like support, increased energy and stamina. I think it's pretty much the same thing. This nutrition thing and this pretty much covers how exactly you are going to help them. So yeah, this is pretty much a good plan. So what this does is like now we have problems, desired situations, implementations, impacts. Now here we are very clear about how are we going to implement our solution so that they go from here to here, and what will the ultimate impact of this particular thing. Let's say first month is too much, right? Within 90 days, this would be an ideal scenario. Now consider the 80-20 rule. You can't solve all the problems for your client, but pick those 20% of the problem by solving which you can impact your client's business by 80%, or life by 80%. In this particular example, digital marketing service for restaurants, we wrote about the first 5 problems. Low profit margins, that is the biggest challenge. So we just have to shift to a direct channel. So instead of depending on Swiggy and Zomato, We will implement dot pay and paid puja, whose percentage commissions are way less. We'll help them deploy a delivery fleet, run paid ads and local ads, location based ads, and this will add as much as 25% profit margin without depending on Swiggy and Zomato. Now imagine if your cold email campaigns, your ad campaigns talk about this, you'll get much better leads, right? Now this is what makes the offer even better. Low repeat customers, season friendly offers, retargeting, WhatsApp marketing, and this will help the restaurants bring in about 10 to 12% more customers even in the off seasons. Low number of customers, if you do brand awareness and social media marketing, this will increase your brand recall by at least 20%. That would mean an at least 15% rise in the order within the first 6 months, something that we can add. Opportunity loss, we can do cold outreach to corporates to bring in more larger orders and add as much as 3 lakhs per month with just corporate deals. Negative online reviews, we can do ORM for them, and this will reduce the negative reviews for them. Now this is a pretty good problem solution effort sheet, I would call. Now in your advertising, in your cold email campaigns, this is what you write. You don't write, hey, I'll do social media marketing for you. You write, I will help you get as much as 25% profit margin without depending on Swiggy and Zomato. I'll get you as much as 12% more customers even in the off seasons without spending a dime on ads. Or let's say you are doing this, I help business owners lose at least 5 kgs, or 5 kgs might be different for different people. We can say we help business, or I help business owners lose belly fat within the first 90 days by working less than 3 hours a week without even going to the gym. See how cool that sounds, right? So what this does is it makes your offer so good, sound very good, and obviously because now you understood how exactly you are going to deliver this, you are more likely to attract very good customers. A lot of people are hesitant to pitch their offers because they they make this mistake of not really understanding the customer's journey. Now in the next video, I will show you how exactly to write down in very details about how exactly you are going to help them. So we just had an overview, a rough idea about how are you going to implement them. Now in the next video, I'll show you how to craft the delivery vehicle so that your clients get the maximum results. And this will give you more confidence on the kind of offers that you create. Okay? Now I hope you start creating your own offer section so that you get the maximum result out of it. Thank you very much. Yeah, what is up, you beautiful people? What is up, you beautiful people? In the last video, I talked about how exactly to understand your market's challenges and problems. In this particular session, we will talk about how to design a delivery vehicle that is built to deliver good results to your customers. Now, in this lesson, we basically have 6 segments that we need to look at, which is like, now that we understood that this is what our customers might need, this is the impact that they're going to have, this is going to be the marketing message, how are we going to structure our delivery vehicle? Now, here I need you to define what level of attention you are going to give to your clients. Is it going to be a one-on-one attention, physical group, one-to-many attention, online, or what level of effort will be required from their part? Do it yourself, done with you, done for you. Done for you is basically you are only doing it for them, so they don't have to put any effort. Done with you, you need some inputs from their end so that you can do things even better. Do it yourself is more like a coaching or consulting program, right? Support levels and tribes. How are you going to provide them support? SMS, WhatsApp chat, group, expert versus average means would they have an account manager who's an expert in this particular service, or an average manager would do? Do they need phone support, Zoom support? We have a WhatsApp group like Alpha Club, that is also support. Whatever comes to your mind, write this thing down. Delivery type, are you going to give them an action or implementation, which is like more of a done for you service? Are you giving them coaching through, in fact, I would make it simple. Coaching, we have already given level of effort, coaching through a virtual meeting, or put coaching through an in-person meeting, coaching or consulting. right? And many times what happens is it's never like a black and white thing. Sometimes if even if you're providing action, you might have to teach people on how to do certain things. Like even if I do cold emailing for my clients, I sometimes have to teach them about niche and offer and everything, right? Are you going to give them audio notes, video courses? All these things are included. Speed and convenience. How many times are you available? Is it 24/7? Is it 8 hours, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday? How fast will you reply back to question? Is it 24 hours, 48 hours? The thing is, if you write this thing down in your proposal, you can mention how many hours are you going to work, or what level of support you are going to provide. So this will address all the objections that the client will ever have, that how exactly this service look like, right? So here's the assignment where you can write what level of personal attention would your clients need. I think I've given this in this particular example of digital marketing for restaurants, which is like one-on-one attention. We'll use Calendly. We can use probably done with you and done for you, both combo. Support levels will be SMS, WhatsApp, emails, phone and Zoom. Delivery type will be action, virtual meeting, in-person meeting. Written SOPs are something that they can give. Speed and convenience, operational hours, reply time, efficiency. So this is something that I asked ChatGPT in terms of how do we make this operation more efficient. ChatGPT said, okay, you can use Zapier, or you can outsource some work, you can give them regular training. Let's say for the other example, which is the fitness coach example, we can add this 1:1 and 1:many. Personal attention is something that we are giving them, right? For somebody to lose weight. What level of effort will be required from their end? So this won't be a done for you thing. This will be a DWY and DFI thing, because ultimately they have to eat their own food and prepare their own food. What level of supports can you provide while keeping them happy? So it can be like WhatsApp, chat, Zoom calls, and monthly. If you are doing, let's say I'm doing it only in Bangalore, I can probably say monthly in-person meeting, something like that. This is more like a service. I would say WhatsApp chat, Zoom calls, emails, and phone call support. What kind of delivery do you provide? It would be more like, let's say we add these two and video courses. How fast can you get back to customers' queries? It will be like 6 hours to 12 hours. How soon can your customer see results? This is very important. So let's say 90 days. So I'm assuming this is going to be 90 days, but this is very important, is how soon can you give them the results, because then they will need a timeline to wait, right? List down the service absolutely must have that your clients will need to go to their desired state. What are the absolute critical things that they will 100% need for them to find and see results? So this is something like one thing that they would need is daily one-on-one workouts, meal plans. They will need, let's say, accountability and community calls, right? This will be like the absolute critical bare minimum what you can provide as a fitness coach to give them good results, right? So here's something that we have written down. Now, good. So this particular part is over. So I would want you to create your own delivery vehicle where you write down what level of support you are giving, what level of effort will be required, what level of support you are giving, and how are you giving the support. What personal attention, what level of support you are giving, what level of effort you are putting, what level of support you are giving to your clients, what kind of delivery do you have, how quickly you can respond, and how soon it takes your customers to see results, and what is the bare bones structure of what they will need to see results. Because honestly, you can do a lot. You can think of ideas like, hey, I'll have an app that does this thing automatically, an app where I can have courses and everything. We can also have a video course. That's something we can add. Let's say daily one-on-one workouts. meal plans, accountability, if they have, at least these 5 things, they'll start seeing some results. So this is for you to understand that this is the minimum thing, and we can obviously optimize over time. Okay, I think I've not gone into that deep here, but I think you got the point, right? So yeah, that's about it. Let's meet in the next lesson where we'll talk about the pricing, and then we'll talk about guarantee, bonuses, USP, and creating your own foot in the door offer. All right, inshallah. What is up, you beautiful people? This is lesson number 5 in offer creation, which is guarantees. How do you guarantee something that makes people, lose their minds and pay you their money? And why guarantees are important? If you remember in the beginning, I mentioned this exact thing, that a good offer solves the problem more efficiently, which we have figured out: the core offer, the delivery vehicle, price is basically the deal. It should secure the financial investment of the buyer, right? Because they are paying you money at the end of the day, and your job is to make sure that they are financially secure. I'll tell you this one thing also: if you are solving a real problem, very less people, in fact my experience, less than 2% people actually opt in for a guarantee, no matter how strong it is. But having a guarantee can increase your conversion percent by 30-40%, and it's so good, right? Now there are multiple types of guarantees. Guarantees definitely help you stand out. One is an unconditional guarantee, another is a conditional guarantee. Unconditional guarantee is no question asked refund, 30-day satisfaction. This type of guarantees are good for products which do not need fulfillment. It's like a course or like a software. You can give them something where your personal time is not involved. Do not use them in service or coaching businesses or consulting businesses, because then it doesn't matter. It will be unprofitable. So ideally, I should go for a conditional guarantee. Conditional guarantee means a customer has to go through a series of steps and not get results to claim this guarantee. This is perfect for services and consulting business, and always match the guarantee terms with activation points of the program. That means that if you have done everything like we said, like if you have created your niche, created offer, and then basically you have done the lead generation the way we say, you have created your badass framework and closed some deals. After doing all of that, if you still were not able to close your deals, we will keep helping you for another 6 months, and if you still don't get results, we'll issue a full refund. Now you see how many steps somebody has to go through to ask for a refund, right? And I tell you this, if there are so many steps, I have not seen anyone complete all the steps yet. And that is the benefit, because they have to go through all the steps to claim the guarantee, right? So but you mentioning this thing that, hey, I want you to finish all the assignments, and then if you don't see results, I'll pay you money back. That increases the offer perception so much that, people, it just becomes no-brainer for people to buy. Now, what are the different types of guarantee that you can give? You can give like an outsized refund, like 2x the cost of the program. If you paid me 1 lakh, I'll pay you 2 lakhs back if you don't see results. Extended service: if you don't see results, I will keep working with you for another 6 months for free. Modified service: I'll work with you for double the time. Let's say 12 months for free. Personal service: I will help you one-on-one until you hit this number. Delayed second payment: if you don't see results, don't pay me the next month. Will not raise any invoice. Right? Performance backed: you pay me money only when you make money, or else don't. So it's good for sales closers and appointment setters. A performance marketer, where they go for 10% of the additional profits, additional ad spend, cash collected, whatever. Right? Now you can stack guarantees as well, right? Just like I gave you an example, I stacked a lot of guarantees. So one guarantee was like, we'll work for 6 months, and if you still don't see results, we'll refund the money, right? So you can stack all this thing. If you don't generate at least $15,000 by using our strategy, we will work you till you hit this, and you don't have to pay the final month's due. Once you gain confidence in your offer, you can deliver your strategy session in a powerful way. It will be extremely rare for people to ask you if you have a refund policy. And honestly, till date, I have not seen anyone who asks for a refund. Because as long as you're solving a problem, it's good. A lot of good people come and they don't ask for a refund. Don't ask for a refund policy during the sales call. And when people ask this, it's typically a reflection of their own self-doubt. If somebody asks you, you can 100% be certain that this person is mentally screwed up because they are having a self-doubt that they can't finish it most of the time, right? And do not share the guarantee too early on in the sales call. It should be towards the end when you're pitching the price, because people who make a decision solely based on the guarantee are some of the worst customers with a bad mindset. Why? Because they are already looking for an escape before they even get started. This is like a girlfriend who is already thinking about breakups before the relationship has even begun, right? Try yourself, challenge yourself to not reveal a guarantee and still close the deal during the sales call. I'll tell you more about it in the badass framework, but that is not always possible. Like 80% of the time, we'll share the guarantee, but try to fight it, right? And in case somebody says that, hey, what is your refund policy? And then you can simply mention, yes, we have a guarantee. If you go through the entire program, take action and do all the works and still don't get results, you ask for help, we'll do our best to troubleshoot the problem and fix it so that you can get results and be away happy. If you're not able to do that, we will issue a full, partial or X amount of rupees refund right away, right? So this is something that we share and it works very well. Okay? Now all you have to do is basically craft your guarantee here. We say for this fitness offer, we can say, let's say, we can also ask ChatGPT for this. There is a pretty nice guarantee that we came up with. We call it the fitness fitness promise. I don't know. If after 90 days of deploying our fitness coaching program step by step, diligently, without skipping work, maintaining accountability, you have not seen any reduction in growth, we will offer an additional 90 days of workout for free. In case you still didn't see results, we will issue a full refund. And the thing is, it's very unlikely that somebody does not lose any weight after 6 months of work, because 180 days is, I'm seeing six packs after like 6 months of workout, so it's like highly unlikely. So this guarantee makes your offer so much more powerful, and this is something that we can add it in our marketing message as well. So your marketing message can be like, let's say, I help business owners lose belly fat in the next 90 days by working less than 4 hours a week, and by the end of the day, if they don't see results, we will give them an additional 90 days for free, plus we will refund the money in case they did not see any results by the end of 180 days. Crazy, right? It makes the offer so much more powerful. You can use it in your outreach sequence, you can use it in your ads. It works wonderfully well, right? I hope you create an awesome guarantee for your services right now or your coaching right now. And next, we'll move on to something called as bonuses, because bonuses are the pot sweeteners of your offers. So let's get into that. What is up, you beautiful people? In this particular lesson, we'll talk about bonuses, because a bonus is like that last golgappa that you eat if in a pani puri stand, or let's say it's extra French fries with a burger, or you get the point. It's something good, it's something extra, right? And it helps a lot, because your bonus, if it is powerful enough, it can absolutely sway away the audience, because in your prospect's mind, when you present them the offer, they see only one delivery vehicle to solve the problem, the core offer, right? But when you stack the bonuses, you show that there are more to offer than just your core thing. So this one thing will help them solve, but there is so much more that they can use to get more value. Sometimes the value they get on the bonuses might also be way more than the core offer. I always make sure that I stack bonuses like, okay, 10 lakh rupees worth of bonus is something that you'll be getting. And these are known as delighters as well.
But do not overdo this. Bonuses should not be the reason why people buy. It should be a core offer, but it is more like a pot sweetener. Like, hey, my problem is getting solved, but I'm also getting all of this. So bonuses just make the buying process easier, and you can also add scarcity urgency to it. So if you acted now, I'll give you 10 lakhs rupees worth of courses. If you act, we only have 10 slots of this one calls left. If you act now, I'll put you there. So it's like urgency, scarcity, everything added. Now, what can be bonuses, right? It can be tools, checklists, accountability, SOP documents, courses, guides, templates, one-on-one calls. The way I should be structuring the bonuses is like, I would advise is like, it is something that you should not have to put a lot of physical efforts in. Like, don't promise like one-on-one calls and all. Or maybe you can promise, but if it is like part of core offer, but instead of saying it in core offers, you say it in bonuses. That also works. But ideally, when I stack bonuses, I try to keep it in a way that that is like light on my operations, but it is also it's very high value for the client, right? It can be tools, checklists, softwares. You can obviously say this software costs $100, which you'll get for free, right? So I have also added bonus with scarcity. You can say, hey, I can only give 3 slots per month of one-on-one session with Deepak. This normally costs 50,000 rupees, but I'll do that because you might benefit the most with this. Uh, if you buy now, I'll add one-on-one session with Deepak every month. This normally costs 50,000 per month, but I'll do that because you might benefit the most with this. So this is like urgency is something that we are adding. Scarcity is something we are adding. We can also add value, like 10 mastery courses bundle you'll get, if you follow my thing. So you can stack your bonuses and make your, so this is a bonus. So make your bonus so much better that people like just go crazy and gaga, on it. So let's say in our fitness offer, we can create a bonus, something like video courses can be bonuses. We can say free meal plan. I can say I can give them a meal plan, customized meal plan, which can be basically ChatGPT, right? We can give them. We can actually buy some tools from Amazon. Let's say there is like kettlebells or like whatever yoga mats, which are like pretty cheap. etc. This is something I can buy and give them. They can use. Kettlebells will be too expensive though. Bonus 4 can be nutrition plan हो गया. Bonus 4 can be a good we can add, let's say I don't promise, if I don't promise one-on-one calls, I can tell them that I will add 12 one-to-one calls with you. Don't tell anyone. Let's say in the core offer, if I don't promise one-on-one calls, and here I promise one-on-one calls, that also works. But this is something that is coming to my mind. I can obviously ask ChatGPT; they can like give me more ideas, community, webinars, access to some other experts in my network, something like that. I can add. So here, this guy has added dedicated account manager, ORM, cold outreach for corporate orders, absolutely for free, right? So you can add all these bonuses to make it look like it is like absolutely steal of a deal and people should absolutely buy your stuff. So yeah, this is what bonus is all about. I hope you create good bonuses for your offer, and in the next section we'll talk about the unique selling proposition for yourself. Okay? See you guys in the next video. What is up, you beautiful people? In this video, we'll talk about pricing. A lot of people ask me, what should I price my services at? So let's talk about that. And honestly, I'll tell you this, pricing is probably the most vague thing in the world. Because I have spoken to a lot of people. I have spoken to my own coaches. I have considered multiple pricing models. I have spoken to even Alex Hormoz's marketing manager. I was asking, what kind of pricing do you have? And honestly, I've seen a lot of differences in what should be the pricing. A lot of people just play ego based, like, hey, you should charge high ticket. I say randomly, right? Doesn't matter. And here, what happens is when we talk about pricing, it has to be a more value driven pricing. At the same time, it has to be operationally viable. That is the core thing, that is how I look at pricing mostly. Uh, and it is always a battle with value. Like if you buy something where you see the value, and the value is better than the price you pay, you will always pay the price. If the gold today costs, let's say 70,000 rupees for 10 gram, and I offer it to you for 30,000 rupees for 10 gram, you would probably arrange the entire money and grab the deal because you are getting the same value at half the price. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that you're charging too little for a high value service. It means you'll charge what will enable you to deliver this high value service. And what's usually a high price? Because high value comes naturally. So that means if you are charging higher, you can provide high value, you will be great at operation, you will provide better results, and you'll have higher client happiness. That is the whole reason why, among all our products, Alpha Club has the highest success rate, because we are charging the most and we are providing great value, right? You'll be so good when people talk about you that it increases referrals, renewals, and reputation in the market. But here's what most people do while trying to decide on pricing. They pretty much look at what everyone else does. They take the average, charge a little bit lower to remain competitive, and add a little bit more value, end up battling for the prices. What to consider actually? A problem size. How big of a problem are you solving? What is the cost of fulfillment? How many, no, how many competition are there in that particular market? In that particular case, just niche down and charge high. What is your experience? If you have no experience, then you charge less. It's not like you randomly charge high for your services. If you are completely starting from scratch, it's okay to charge less for your services just to get some case studies out. And once you have the case studies, you can charge high. Multiple types of pricing you can have for your consulting, coaching, or service business. It can be like a one-time pricing, like websites, or let's say you are providing some sort of a coaching business, which can have a one-time price. Subscription is like, let's say, graphic designing or ads. It can go on a subscription basis. You can charge a monthly retainer. You will basically behave like a internal team for them. Or it can be a revenue share. For closers and appointment setters, I always recommend, hey, you can do a revenue share for per appointment, commission based, something that I can do. Let's say I set one appointment for you, I'll charge 2,500 rupees. Pricing strategy: 10x the value. I always make sure that I stack the value so much that it feels like, okay, it's 10x of what I'm charging, or lower than your competitor's price, which I don't recommend. Standard wise, I basically, if you have no idea and you can figure out an operation, bare minimum in India you should charge like 30,000 to 50,000. Foreign country hai to 10,000 to $1,500 is good, right? Now here you basically decide your pricing model. Is it going to be a subscription? Is it going to be, what is going to be a pricing strategy? Is it going to be a 10x value thing? So write it down. If it's going to be 10x value, let's go with that. But the most important thing is this: how much will it cost to fulfill you this particular problem? Let's say, let's take the fitness example. I have given the other example as well, but let's take the fitness example. Let's say team expense. Right now there is no team. Let's say I'm the one person providing this fitness coaching, so zero. And it's going to be completely online, so zero. Software expenses, probably I'll probably use Zoom, which costs about $29. Let's put down this in writing. Let's say we are using $29 is what, 2415 plus we got let's say we are buying websites will probably cost like, I don't know, probably like 1,000 rupees per month, right? Domain will cost about 1,000 rupees per year. Emails will probably cost about 250-ish per month. And let's say you are using an email marketing tool like Flowdesk, which costs like 38. That's another 3,000 rupees, 3,500, let's say. And let's say you are also using something like Pabbly, which is another 3,500, right? And Pabbly is an automation tool. I'm just trying to imagine what else would you need here. Pretty much like bare minimum. In case you're paying rent, that's a separate issue, but I think this is pretty much it. I can't think of any other tool that you might need. Maybe advertising cost, which is pretty much acquisition expense. But yeah, this is pretty much it, right? So how much does it, 11,665, which is pretty less. And let's say acquisition cost. Let's say we are spending about 1 lakh in ads. So total cost of fulfillment is about 11665. Oh no, 111665. What's your revenue goal? Let's say I want to make, at least in the beginning, 5 lakhs. How many clients can you fulfill at your current level of operation? So maximum, how many clients can I work with? Let's say assume I can only work with 5 clients. So what is the cost of fulfillment per client? It's gonna be 11665 by 5. Let's say that's 22,000. Oh, if I'm spending 1 lakh, then probably I don't think I'll only get 5 clients. That's very unlikely. 5 clients hai to, or realistically it will cost like roughly about 5 clients a month. I'm talking about, realistically it will probably cost about like 30 to 50,000. Let's put 40,000. That should be a better metric to judge, because this is very unrealistic. But yeah, cost of fulfillment per client will be roughly about 51665 by 5, let's say, just 10,333 rupees. 10,333. How much would you be charging? So normally, again, here's the thing. When it is pricing, I don't take it to ego that, hey, I should charge high. It's like it should minimum have 10%, 50% profit margins. So here, what I will normally do is like add double this amount, and then if it feels low, I'll just increase it. So let's say minimum to 30,000 we can charge easily. I think 25 plus GST, if I charge, it will be feasible for me to maintain this current level of operation. Now it doesn't mean that you should stick to 25,000. Let's say your business grows and tomorrow you want to go from 5 to 10 clients and you want to hire employees, then our team expenses will increase, right? So if team expenses will increase, then we need to raise our prices. So that based on your expenses, you should keep raising your prices so that you at least have 50% profit margin at any given point. Because if you are hiring closers tomorrow, they will take 10 to 15% commission on this, right? So that keeps on changing. So for now, this is a good metric for you to start. Okay? I'm not saying you should charge high ticket. You should have the right price for which you can maintain profitability in terms of your business, because that's the ultimate goal. Okay? And don't take it to ego. Something that and I'll tell you a quick story here. I was talking to this particular guy, which is Alex Hermos's marketing manager, and in one of my interviews, Alex told me about an agency which charges like barely $300 a month, and he told that they have figured out an operation. So I asked his manager later after the interview, we were talking, and I asked him that, hey, why are you guys encouraging like $300 services, right? So when I asked him this question, the response that he gave me was like, hey, we don't care about how much we are charging or how less we are charging. As long as the business makes money, we are cool with it. I'm like, cool, isn't it still a good idea to charge more? He said, why? Because, well, if you charge more, it will feel good. You are charging high ticket and you are more profitable. He said, yes, that's the ideal scenario. But I can either take it to my ego that, hey, I'm charging high, I'm super premium, or I can make profits in the business and make a lot more money, right? So that's the whole point. Like, as long as you're making profits in the business, I don't think you should consider whether you're charging high ticket, low ticket, black ticket, blue ticket, nothing matters. So obviously, when you provide more value, the cost increases, you should charge high. It should not be like, hey, your cost of fulfillment is 50,000 and you're charging 60,000. It should be at least 1 lakh, right? So if you can maintain that, then you will be at a much better place than what you are right now. So simple maths, all you have to do is figure out how much it costs you to fulfill. Now I have put like random numbers honestly, but you should look at your current numbers and then decide, and then pretty much start growing from there. Okay? Look at it from a startup's perspective. There is Loom, which is like $1 billion startup, and they charge what, $19. That's all. And they make so much more money, and they're profitable because they have figured out a way, right? So if you can figure out profitability while being at cost efficient, you can really kill it in the market, honestly. Okay, so I hope that helps, and hope you have hope you'll create good pricing tiers. Thank you very much. What is up, you beautiful people? In this video, I'll talk about unique selling proposition. Now, we have answered a lot of questions in the beginning. Like, we have answered questions like, how can you help me? This is your core offer. The bonuses answer the question, okay, so you're helping me with this. What more do I get out of this? Pricing answers the question, how much does it cost? Guarantee asks the question, so what if it doesn't work? And one important question is, why should I buy from you? And the answer to the question why you'll have to have your own unique standpoints that you can use to justify your offer. Now, there are a lot of ways, honestly, to find your USP. There is no one size fit all approach, especially when it comes to your USP. But so far, what I've seen is the easiest way to find a USP is just to niche down on a specific market segment. Let's say you are helping doctors and hospitals. Instead of saying I do it for all the hospitals and doctors in the India, I say I help doctors in Hyderabad fill up their clinics. That becomes USP because how many people will be there in Hyderabad. So by just narrowing down your target market in terms of demographics, you can pretty much get a lot of, you can create like an USP, right? And that has been my favorite go-to way to narrow down. Like, we have Jitendra Gursingh, who just did that. Instead of targeting everyone, he started targeting restaurants in Mumbai, and no one else in Mumbai is doing the same thing, so it helped, right? Now, there is another way to differentiate. It's based on the model or a mechanism. Like, for example, I would say instead of model, it's more of a problem. In our case, we used to be, as a SMMA coach, but nowadays we are shifting towards, hey, we'll hire a sales team for you, right? It's more of a sales recruitment offer that we are building, and because of which there is no one in the market currently doing that. But the problem with model is, a lot of people, once they figure out how the model is being executed, people will start being a copycat of you, which is still normal, because by the time people catch up, you will have risen up really, really fast, and you keep optimizing over time. Now, how exactly to find this USP? You have to basically understand what are most people in your niche trying to do to bridge the gap between the current state and desired state. What are, not in terms of a competitor, what are most of your customers doing to bridge the gap between the current state and desired state, and how well is it working for them, right? In our case, we can be like, in niche, I have talked about interviewing your customers, right? So here, what you need to do is basically figure out what is stopping them from figuring out a solution on your own. That's one question that we have asked. And basically, whatever is stopping them, that becomes your service. And that's easy for you to go ahead and pitch that, because it is very difficult for them to go ahead and solve the problem. You come in and you solve the problem for them, right? That's pretty easy. And second is, what are most of your competitors doing? If I have to give an example, most of my competitors are simply teaching sales. And I'll be like, hey, I will hire a sales team for you. I'll train them so that you don't have to learn sales yourself. Better offer, right? So what are my competitors doing, and how can I make it better in terms of model? And what are the successful people in the target audience doing? Can I replicate it? So if the most successful people are doing it in a certain segment, I just have to figure out if I can replicate that thing for a different segment or a niche segment. If somebody is having a service or the same service for a coach in general, can I replicate it for a career coach? Can I go down there? Can I replicate it for a mental healing coach, or business coach, something like that? If somebody is doing an agency service and it's general, right? Can I create a version where I can help instead of general agencies, can I help only marketing agencies, or marketing agencies in Delhi, marketing agencies in Bangalore? So can I create something that will help me to go ahead and replicate the service for a niche market, which is like the first thing that I suggested, right? So it's just easier to do. So let's say, in terms of model, let's say most digital agencies for real estate just run ads to get them leads. If you can set up a call center, start qualifying them, and set site visits for the clients, you'll be a perfect cloud, and you'll pretty much charge a lot more money, right? So you answer these questions. What are most people trying to bridge the gap? So it will require some research. So I'll probably not use the fitness coach example, but if you know your niche and you are an expert, you pretty much know what are your competitors doing and how can you be different. Here, if I have to give you this restaurant example, most restaurants are focused on primarily on traditional marketing method like flying flyers, banners, local advertisements. What does it do? It brings some footfall. It's not as efficient as digital methods, right? So, well, we need to have a better method. Competitors are offering singular service like social media management or website creation. We will help them, have proper, ways to get Swiggy, Zomato orders, like online orders without depending on Swiggy and Zomato. Successful restaurants are investing in an integrated approach, combining digital marketing, reputation management, outreach, and everything. Do you have past experience working on this problem? This is absolutely critical. If you have past experience, that does count, and you can tell them, "Hey, I have 20 years of experience," and people choose you for that. And what unique angle do you see forming here? So it's absolutely critical. What is something that you can add here that you can't find among all the other solutions, right? If you can add a end-to-end restaurant growth strategy, you can help them, add more profitability without depending on aggregators. That's crazy. So, and create like a potential USP for your client. So if somebody says, "Hey, you know what, how exactly are you different from everyone else?" You have a proper answer that, "Hey, everyone else in the country right now is simply helping you manage Swiggy and Zomato. I will help you more profits despite Swiggy and Zomato," right? I think even for fitness offer, I have not done a research, but if I can like write down some things, most fitness coaches, you know, I can say most fitness coaches are working too broad and trying to fit all their clients into their own schedule. They are basically trying to incorporate. So if they are helping women, they are helping men, they are helping employees, professionals. Not everybody has the same measuring stick, right? So what happens is, because they are working too broad, they are not specialized, and most of our okay, this is the competitor part. This is mostly the business owners part. Most business owners try to find workout from home solutions and try to add in a few hours of gym every now and then. How are successful people doing it? Let's say most successful people have a proper workout schedule, and they adjust their daily routine to their workouts. So let's say I don't have any experience working with them, so I'll probably put no. But one unique angle I can see here is like, if I can enable business owners to spend only 40 minutes per day with me for 6 days a week, they will lose belly fat without spending too much time. Okay? One USP. This is my USP. So if somebody says, "Hey, why should I hire you as a fitness coach?" Well, I'm the only person in the planet which will enable you to work less than 4 hours a week and still lose belly fat in the next 90 days, or you don't pay. Crazy, right? It's simple. So yeah, pretty much take this lesson and craft your own unique selling proposition, so that tomorrow if somebody asks why we should choose you, you have an answer. Okay? Thank you very much for watching, and in the next lesson I'll talk about the foot in the door offer. Foot in the door offer is basically, what is that initial offer that you should pitch to build trust in your target market's mind. Okay? Super excited for that. What is up, you beautiful people? In this particular lesson, I will be showing you how exactly to have a foot in the door offer. Now, what is a foot in the door offer? It's basically, that first interaction with a cold market, That means before they buy your offer, a lot of people may not be in the same buying window. They may not even trust you. They may not. They may have some other options. So how exactly do you stand out? I see a lot of people come to me and tell me that, hey Jan, people realize the value of my service only after working with me. So how do I make them feel or see the value of my services before even they come and work with me? So when that happens, I tell them that, hey, why don't you give your services for free? At least a trial of them. So that is exactly what a foot in the door is. A small trial, a small segment or a small solution that you offer them that will help them pretty much understand how good or bad your service is. Example, if you are a masseuse or like a massage parlor, then you can give one massage session for free. Or let's say instead of giving 1 hour massage session for free, you can simply give 20 minutes massage session for free. It's just a free trial of his services. And yes, it will cost you money, but that is what is required to attract people in, right? This thing that obviously costs money, nobody else will be willing to do, and because you are willing to do, you'll in the market, right? So if you have to win in the market, this is probably the best thing that you can do for yourself. Now, what is a foot in the door offer, right? So I also call it easy money offer. This is a trial that you can give to your clients. It can be a 30-day trial. Example, it can be a 14-day trial, 7-day trial, basically a trial where you shower value on your client's business or life, which will make them feel like, hey, you know what, these guys are some of the best guys in the world. Let me start working with them. Example, if you go ahead, if you are a graphic designer, or let's say you are a Facebook ad expert, you can tell them, hey, let me just manage your Facebook ad for 15 days. If you don't see any improvements by the end of 15 days, don't pay me anything. Simple, right? I started with this. I checked out that Astra was writing. It was kind of a combo of 30-day free trial and free activation. The next one, when I was working with Astra, the company, I realized that they were posting 6 articles a month, and I was like, hey, can I write 6 articles for you? And then we can talk about if we can work on a long-term basis. So when they said that, hey, you know what, this is pretty good, so let's work, and I wrote 2 articles for them. They were sold on my service, and then we started a paid campaign, and this stuck with me for a very long time. Third one is offers into social proof. If you do not have any case studies, please start by providing free service in exchange of video testimonials. Video testimonials work wonders, because the only thing that might be stopping you from getting more clients is not having more clients, because every client will say, hey, who have you worked for in the past? When you have good case studies to show, you can use that as your leverage in your cold email campaigns and everything. So if you are starting out, you can simply give your service for free to people in exchange of a video testimonial, and you can tell them, hey, I'll give you the service. In exchange, I don't want money. If you want to talk about money, that's great, but in exchange, I just need a video testimonial. And what happens with this approach is many times people end up giving you a video testimonial, and a majority of that chunk of people also end up working with you. So it's a sneaky little tactic that will absolutely work for you if you are a beginner. If you have experience, you need to have this particular framework: a big promise, risk reversal, sound mechanism. So what are you selling? The result. So let's say for this one, we get you 20 prepaid appointments in the next 30 days. We'll get you 10 patients in the door in the next 30 days. That is the key selling point. Or you don't pay us that month's invoice. We'll do this through our efficient new Instagram Reel ads method. Sell something new, basically what I'm saying. You make your mechanism so unique that it feels, you just cannot say no to this. One of our clients has a crazy good offer. So their offer is something that I absolutely loved. They wrote that we will improve your Google Ads performance. So their Google Ads agency will improve your Google Ads performance in the next 60 days. Given that you follow our advice properly and you still don't see results, we'll refund your entire money back plus $500 plus wasting your time. Like, come on, beat that offer. And they're getting crazy good response on cold emails and LinkedIn because the offer is so good. It's so unique, and there is a risk reversal in it. There is a bold promise. There is a Google Ads, which is the value delivery. They have a lot of case studies to prove them. But if you don't have a lot of case studies, then I would go with the first one. Or if your market is very skeptic, even if you have a lot of case studies, then go with the first one. If you are starting with a new market, let's say you are doing the same service in India, you are going to UK, start with a free trial, because it's not the same market. It's a very different market. Many people think, oh, I did Facebook ad in India. Can I not just use that there? No, you can't, because they don't know you. The economics of India is very different from economics of UK or US, right? And that is why start with a free trial. It will cost you money, no doubt, but it will get you so many clients, right? Because nobody else in the entire planet will be willing to do things for free, and because you'll be willing to do things for free, you can pretty much swipe up all these people, right? If you are a coach, give a free session. If you are a consultant, give a free advice, 15 minutes discussion. If you are a service provider, give a trial run of your service. See how good, make them feel how good you are, right? And this will enable you to start closing more clients. The caveat though, and this is very important, is that do not give free service to poor people, right? If your market is first of all, do not work with small businesses. They are the worst kind of clients to work with. But when you are giving services for free, give it to big brands, give it to corporates, right, who will value and appreciate this particular free service, because they are the ones who will probably understand and pay you more. The ROI long term will be like way higher than, you can, if let's say you are somebody who is providing website design to small business, even if you do it for free, they'll still have 100 different complaints. So please do not provide free service to poor people. If you serve poor people, they'll make you their own. If you serve the rich, they'll make you their own. That means if you serve the poor, they'll make you poor. If you serve the rich, they'll make you rich, right? So 100% take this to heart, and do not provide any free service to small businesses. Always go for bigger clients, bigger pockets. They will serve you the best, right? I hope that helps. Create your own foot in the door offer today. It can be a free trial, and do not be afraid of giving out a little bit of effort and putting a little bit of money to serve, because this money that you invest is more like, it's better than running ads, because if you run ads and get clients, it's the same amount of money they'll probably invest there to get one client. Might as well do it here, because this will even get you much bigger pocket without having to spend a lot, right? Without having to spend a lot on ads, is what I was saying, because that's that, right? Because ads, normally you don't have any control over what kind of clients you get, but if you do this and you simply do outreach to targeted people, they will not say no to your offer. Okay, so I would want you to go ahead and implement this, see how this performs, and let me know. Bye. Alright, so now that we have a basic version of the offer ready, let me show you how exactly to validate this offer. Now, there are 4 different types of lead sources in any given particular industry, and the most easiest lead source to tap is your referrals, your friends and family, your personal network, right? So before we go into the cold emails, cold market, running ads and all those fancy stuff, the easiest thing to validate your offer is your own social media, your own groups, the groups that you're part of, and your own network. And in this particular video, I will show you how exactly, and I'll share the scripts with you on how exactly you can use your personal network to find clients that will pay you, right? Or at least validate this particular offer. So this is a bonus lead gen thing. So your existing network is your biggest weapon. Now that you know what your offer is, it's time to get referrals from family, friends, and lost acquaintances. So they say your network is your net worth. So who to reach out? Close friends and family. Everyone knows a business owner. I cannot stress this enough. Everyone has a contact, and ask your friends and family to connect you with somebody. So old friends, connection, people who will want to help you. The reason why it works, because it gives you instant credibility and a foot in the door. So you can do it in WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, Slack, anything works. Email your contacts, and you can do it in social media. Now these are some of the messages that we personally use to get clients. The moment we are ready to validate our offer, this is how we start. So let's say I have to do it in my social network or in my network. I would just ping them saying that, hey man, what's up? They'll say, yes, cool, long time no see, great. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I recently launched digital marketing agency, launched a coaching business, and we specialize in, this is the offer. We help business owners lose, let's say it's a fitness thing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I recently launched a fitness coaching, personal training for fitness offer. We specialize in helping business owners lose 10 pounds by the end of the 90 days. And I figure out the best place to begin looking is for people in my network. Do you know anyone who might need this help? Do you know any business owner that need my help? So instead of saying, do you need my help? Say, do you know anyone in your circle that might need this help? So you just have to connect with me. So this is the best way to get started. Second, social media. So this is pretty much the stuff that we add. So here we can say, hey, one of the things that we are really good at, we are Pixel Tracker good at, is email marketing. After helping 150 plus business owners, we have covered this much. So if you have any case studies, you can add that. If you don't, then you can say, one of the things we are good at is this, and we are launching this new service to get this value. And I believe we are good enough to start delivering this service. We're looking to partner with 5 niche businesses who would need help with this. Help a fellow out and tag people that you know who might need these services in the comments. And if you want us to do this for you, hit me up in the DMs. Let me know if there is anything that I can do in return. So this is a good social media post that you can give. And I honestly got a lot of responses in a similar post here. If you don't have case studies, you can tell them that we are offering 1 month of work completely for free. This is to build our case studies and also help you in the process, build trust in your minds. Now, if you're somebody who needs this service, let's get on a call and let's start doing this. So, works. If you are in a WhatsApp group, you can send them, hey family, or hey fam, I need your help. Don't worry, I'm not in danger. A little bit of a joke. I recently launched a digital marketing agency. I recently launched a fitness coaching business. I recently launched a career coaching business, whatever. We specialize in then the offer. If you guys have any business owner friends here, or if you have in your network, it would be a great, huge help if you can put us in touch. I would love to offer you a free trial. Let me know if there is anything I can do in return. Thanks in advance. Right? So this is the WhatsApp group. Go ahead and deploy this in your existing network, and this will, I tell you, this is gonna give you results that can compound many folds. Right? So thank you very much for watching. I want you to go ahead and once the foot in the door offer is ready, go pitch your network with this free trial. I bet you will land at least 3 clients for free trial and see whether the offer is something that is working or not. Because many times you create an offer and people still say no, and they'll be like, oh, I don't need this right now. Cool. If you don't need this, then what exactly would you need? Then you know that your offer is wrong, and you can come back to this sheet and start working all over again and really validate your offer. Okay? So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.
What is up, you beautiful people? In this video, I'll be talking to one of our clients, Dheeraj. Now, the thing about Dheeraj is he helps restaurants with, generating more customers. Now, Dheeraj wanted my help in creating a good offer that he can pitch to his clients. So I thought, well, we can either have an online conversation where I'll walk them through the process, or I can just do it and shoot a video showing how exactly to craft a good offer for your agency or freelancing business, right? So yeah, Dheeraj, can you share something about yourself?
Thank you, Jayan. I really appreciate you calling me here to do this for me. So basically, I own an agency called Rollaway Advertising, and we've been helping restaurants in Bangalore, in Chennai for over 4 years now. Straight from branding to performance marketing and to keeping overall hygiene in place for any restaurant business.
All right.
Some of our top clients that we work with is Salt Indian Restaurant and Toscano, if you may have heard.
Now let me. I didn't know what.
Salt, yeah.
All right. Salt Indian.
So with Salt, we've been working over 3+ years now. We are almost about to touch 4 years now.
All right. Nice. And what is the other one?
Toscano, yeah. Toscano is an Italian restaurant, very popular in Bangalore.
All right.
They have about 13 outlets.
Whoa.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
All right.
So 2 outlets in Pune, 2 outlets in Chennai, rest in Bangalore.
Crazy. This is good. All right, man. So let's get down into offer creation.
Yep.
Now, when we create a good offer, so every offer has a foundation, and this foundation that we go with is a problem solution framework. Because as businesses, I'm a strong believer of the fact that every business is a business of solving problems.
Absolutely.
And our problem becomes the core of our offer. What problem are we solving? And if we solve bigger problems, we'll attract bigger prices. And well, let's just do that. And we do solve big problems for a particular industry, which in your case is a restaurant, right? Restaurants and food chains.
So tell me some of the biggest problems restaurants would face.
Okay, so on the top of my head, the one major problem that every F&B business faces is paying hefty commissions to their third-party aggregators
Like Swiggy and Zomato.
like Swiggy and Zomato, yes.
Okay.
So that is the main factor. Like if somebody is able to crack this, clients would love to work with you.
All right.
Right.
Good. This is like a big domino, we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Russell Wilson has this book called .com Secrets, where he talks about the big domino. Every sales pitch,
Yep.
the webinars, and everything should start with a big domino. A big domino is like the biggest point
Yep.
of problem from which other problems originate. Right.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm just guessing this, but we'll obviously optimize. What other problems do you see coming for a restaurant?
Keeping basic hygiene in place, as in your digital presence, information on your Google My Business profile. Like most of the restaurants don't even have a full-fledged websites. Or either if they have website, those are outdated. Like those were created some few years ago. So keeping this hygiene check in place is another big problem, because most of the times the decision making is very impulsive most of the time. Either you go see an influencer which kind of triggers you, okay, ye restaurant to try karne ka.
Yeah.
And when they go check out your Instagram, oh, the page is not active. Or when they go check out website, it's very outdated information. So having this information in place would be another problem that I would say.
I mean, this is something that they don't have. It's more like, it doesn't. So, what's a more painful problem do they have? Like, for example, no digital presence is. It doesn't. It's not a problem. It's just that they are not focused on it.
Yeah.
They don't realize what are they missing out on because they don't have
Yeah.
digital presence. Obviously, it's like a problem, but it's not painful enough for a lot of people. Like, for example, there is this pizza guy right next to us, Subway ke upar, right?
Okay.
Now, this guy doesn't have a website, but he does have Google My Business rating. So he's aware about Google My Business, and he's asking every customer for their GMB reviews, which is good. But he doesn't have a website, and he doesn't need a website.
Yeah.
Because he just has like 2 outlets, I think, as far as I know. Right? So, no digital presence or
No digital presence.
it's like it's one problem, but what is a bigger problem or a more deeper problem of not having a digital presence?
I would say, so we'll keep the digital presence aside. The other problem that I've seen mostly, like Salt, we've been working for years now, but they don't have their own database, right?
Yeah, customer data.
Customer database where we can reach out to them, remarket them, and probably
Nice.
run a few offers, and then WhatsApp marketing, for example. A lot of brands do that, but
I think one more something that came up with when somebody doesn't have a digital presence, it's more like the core problem of this would be like they don't get a lot of discovery online.
yeah,
When somebody can find you through an influencer, but your own pages are inactive,
yeah.
you just don't get discovered only. Then
Yeah.
if you don't get discovered, you don't get at least
Overall brand awareness is in place where
don't have brand discovery. These are actually solutions that they should take to get solve that particular problem. You don't have brand discovery systems, which increases their brand awareness. Okay, what else?
so again, it's most to do with your digital presence, since we are only
Again, that's the solution. You're giving me a solution कि हाँ आपके पास digital presence नहीं है. That's not a problem.
okay.
It should come here, like, okay, create a digital presence, have a website, have a GMB. But by having a website, what do they get? Right.
That authority trust factor.
So that's what they miss,
Yeah.
right? Primarily, it's like brand discovery and, authority and trust. Yeah. This definitely comes from, trust definitely comes from a social media, if,
No.
if the brand is active.
No.
Yeah. Authority and trust. So basically, again, this is what they don't have. Let's go one level deeper. So it's the high commissions to Swiggy and Zomato is like, this is a problem. But what is the impact of this problem is like low profit margins.
Yeah.
And due to high commissions of Swiggy and Zomato. This is, let's say we call it like the biggest challenge that we are solving for them.
So,
And what is the bigger problem for not having a customer database to remarket? Again, I try to go as deep as possible.
Okay.
In this particular case, when I say he doesn't have a customer database to remarket, that means customers are not coming back for us more. I mean, even if they're coming, but they're coming out of their own whim, not because we have an active effort going on.
Yeah.
Customers, low retention, basically. Low customer retention.
Repeat customers.
Low repeat customers, that's better. Low repeat customers, which impacts the revenue and growth. This is good. So anyways, in any sort of business, if they want to grow, they want three things. More people coming, people paying more for their food, people coming back again and again. So low profit margin is definitely a big issue. Low repeat customers, something that can be solved. Again, this can be solved by remarketing and social media.
Yeah.
Both. So next, what is the next tangible problem that you are seeing?
No, like most of you all would disagree, but having good social presence do make impact. Let's say I know a restaurant with just 2,000 followers, and then I see a restaurant with 15,000 followers. So there's in psychology that
That's there. So
right? So
no trust and authority.
I think again we are going back to
Social
presence and stuff here.
Yeah. Social authority. And how does this impact? Low number of people coming in to the restaurants because they don't have low number of customers, basically. Walk-in customers or any sort of customer, because they don't have authority and trust, and because of no social presence. Again, we started with this, but ideally we should go for this. This is the core problem that we are solving. Like for example, let's say you're a graphic designer and you design fantastic Instagram graphics. And you reach out to somebody saying, hey, I'll create awesome graphics for you. Like, mera kya kaam aayega? But if you position it this way, that, hey, you know what, I'll design creatives that will go viral, that will attract a lot more customers to your business, then it suddenly makes sense. Oh, fuck, okay, this is the problem that he is solving.
Right. Yeah.
So, again, which is kind of the thing you're done there. Low customers. I think one more, a lot of restaurants don't do a lot of corporate deals. They have no systems of getting corporate clients. ऐसे आ जाते हैं एक दो, but once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Because that's when they make a lot of profit margins.
Yeah, that's true. Having a process in place for generating corporate orders is something that
corporate
not a lot of people share.
Can potentially increase their revenue. Opportunity loss because of not getting corporate deals. Opportunity loss ho gaya ek. Let's ask ChatGPT also, no? I mean, we might as well use our best bro. So by the way, if you use our Alpha Club's offer Creation SOP, nowadays I've updated it. If you scroll down, you can create an offer with AI, and this is an updated version.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I call target audience, restaurants and F&B brands. My service, my service, let's say digital
Marketing. Let's just see what problems ChatGPT comes up with. If we can find some more ideas, then it's good. Dwindling customer numbers, negative online reviews. See, uh, so these are pretty good. Low return on investment, low ROI on marketing. Okay, this we can add. Dwindling customer numbers due to surge in competition. Definitely, it's a big problem to have. To stand out, what do you do? Well, have a good digital presence.
Yeah.
Negative online. How many? I mean, normally restaurants like बहुत ज़्यादा negative reviews तो नहीं होता है.
No, so most of the times, so what we have seen is that out of 100, there are only 5 or 6 actually people who are going to write a good review. But for any reason, let's say you or me had a bad experience, whatever our reason was, we will make sure to give that negative review.
Oh.
So that is something that brands face. And there is a process that we actually follow up with that negative review, ki what was your issue, and then we call them back just to give them a free meal or something, so that they go back to their negative review, whatever was their issue, we kind of rectified it, gave them a pleasant experience this time, and that negative then changed to positive.
Okay, so that is definitely a real thing.
Yeah.
So you see, so many problems. You have low profit margins, low repeat customers, low number of customers because they don't have authority, opportunity lost because of not having corporate deals, dwindling number of customers, negative online reviews, inconsistency in revenue streams during the slow seasons, low ROI. Low ROI marketing kind of becomes Swiggy Zomato thing only.
Yeah.
So I'll just skip that. Shrinking margins, low repeat customers, low dwindling customer numbers. This is pretty much the same thing. इसको हटा देते हैं. So I try to like make it as compact as possible. Try to get like solve like 3 to 4 core problems.
Yeah.
So basically what happens is there is also 80-20 between the problems.
Yeah.
I'll show an example of a dog trainer that I worked with.
Okay.
So the dog trainer, when I asked him like what are the big problems that your customers face, they are like, okay, dog understands the command, doesn't listen, it bites a lot, jumping up and down. These are all the problems in which disobedience is like the core problem.
Yeah.
So all these problems are like spread out from those core problems.
Right.
So let's find like 3 big problems. I think low profit margins definitely due to aggregators come.
Yeah.
Low repeat customers, which impacts revenue in this thing. Low number of customers because they don't know this guy. Opportunity lost of not getting corporate deals. But I think it's pretty good. Dwindling customer numbers due to surge in competition and market saturation. I think this kind of becomes a part of this.
Again, low customers, yes.
Sorry, this one. Don't have authority. So if they have authority and trust, people will by default come to them, right? Right. And competition will not take because let's say I like Meghna's biryani.
Yeah.
I don't even give a second thought about before ordering Meghna.
For sure, yeah.
Right. Negative online review, inconsistency during the slow seasons. Inconsistency in revenue streams during the slow season. Slow season mein if they have to stay afloat, then they need customer database for e-market anyways.
Customer database, coming up with curation of good offers, combos. Matlab, there are ways.
Yeah.
But yes, at the end of the day, when it is a slow season, it's not just for that brand. It is overall the F&B industry, is it?
So, for example, when you say slow season, what do you mean by that?
Let's say, for example, for any F&B business, so like we were working with Applebee's, right? So Applebee's was one such case, right? So it launched during the month of October. And the Q4 of every year is supposed to be an happening year for any business, especially for F&B, because that's the time that everybody is stepping out, right?
Okay.
So Q4 is the best performing quarter of the year for F&B, and right after the New Year's, like a Jan, Feb, March, because accounting year खत्म हो रहा है, अभी छुट्टियों से सब घर आए हैं, they've spent heavily during Diwali and Christmas. They want to be at home. Sab New Year resolution लेते हैं कि I'm not going to eat outside food, I'm going to eat healthy food. So those, the Q1 and Q2 में फिर से pick up होना start होता है. तो Q1 is usually a
Slower.
slow.
In general, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that time you curate something कि मतलब, let's say for example Kota Kachori is one of our client and we curated healthy snack options during the first few.
Ah, nice. Good.
We were giving out nutrients, calories, values वाला हमने एक menu curate किया था
Hmm.
healthy snacks. So there are ways to
Let's
go.
drop in so अगर मैं बोलूं कि low
Yeah.
profit margins, low repeat customers and low number of customers, these are like three big problems.
Yeah.
It won't be, it's pretty much the 80%, 80-20 of everything.
I would agree with you. Yes.
And these two are additional, opportunity loss and negative, because ये हो गया तो fix करो.
So yes, so about corporate deals, not every business is made for corporate also.
We don't need to cater to those business anyways. No? अगर नहीं है, so that's why I'm not considering this into the top three.
Yeah, yeah.
So big domino, मतलब सबसे बड़ा problem होगा Swiggy Zomato.
Yep.
That we'll solve.
Yeah.
But these are like additional problems, I would say.
Right.
Add-on problems. Okay. Now, ये hold नहीं करते हैं. Now let's create like a problem solution chart. So let's say problem and solution. So what could be potential solution to this problem? So low profit margins. If I have to cater, so there are multiple. So this is just one example of why low profit margins happen.
Yep.
What can be potential solutions of low profit margins for a restaurant?
Direct channels. So there are solutions like since it's a very big problem in the industry itself. There are brands like DotPay, Paid Puja, who are trying to solve these problems by creating a direct channel where instead of 25 to 30%, you pay 1 or 2% to them.
Okay.
Right. Again,
But you can also have like, let's say you have a delivery boy.
Yeah. That is your self, मतलब आपका खुद का delivery fleet है, whatever, like 1 or 2% का. You
Because I know there are some restaurants nearby, they just give me their card and they say, I'll give you free delivery. Okay.
So that's also one way to go about it.
One restaurant actually sent me on Dunzo. I paid 10 rupees to the Dunzo guy. Yeah. Okay, this is good. What else? Direct channels is one through DotPay, Paid Puja, delivery.
Your direct, so this happens with Salt. So one of their outlet is in Nexus Shanti Niketan. उसी के बगल में apartments हैं.
Okay.
तो उनके लिफ्ट के पास ना एक डिजिटल डिस्प्ले है जहाँ पे we do some marketing there. So we get direct calls to the outlet, and that offer is exclusively for that apartment, that society, and there are about 1,500 apartments there. So matlab we churn out good revenue generation just through that one apartment where they direct call us and अपने आउटलेट से एक बंदा जाके डिलीवर करके आ जाता है
पास ही में
तो having something like that also helps, but it really depends on the
location. So location dependency is the shortest, but delivery fleet and DotPay, Paid Puja platform.
Yeah.
But how do you drive traffic to DotPay and Paid Puja?
So now that's going to be through paid advertising. That is through Facebook, Instagram, and Google.
BIG and Google. I mean, this is pretty much it. Location is one, but for now I'll ignore location and I'll keep. So we'll recommend them delivery fleet. If not, there are these platforms, and how do we get orders is like run traffic through, run paid ads through Facebook, Instagram and Google. Fantastic. This will, what sort of impact will have because of this?
It's as it is the big domino, so I think it's gonna have huge impact. Let's say, just to put it in perspective, right? So Toscano at one of our outlets does about 35 lakhs in revenue just through your Swiggy and Zomato. That is your online portal. Even if we take, let's say, 25% of that, so abhi my calculation is little weak.
Tell me, no.
30 lakhs ka 25% of 30 lakhs.
Okay.
So that's how much they could have saved.
30 lakhs, huh?
Yeah.
35 lakhs.
35 lakhs.
8,000. Almost 8,75,000 they could have saved in a monthly basis.
Correct. So if they could have,
उसमें भी चलो 75,000 तुम डिलीवरी बॉय का सैलरी दे दो.
matlab,
उतना सा-
overall, it is a big, that number is going to make a difference in their bottom line at the end of the day because they are 13 outlets. तो ये तो मैंने सिर्फ आपको एक outlet का figure दिखाया है.
Yeah.
But
So-
have a proper channel where things are optimized and
Almost like 25%. Save as much as... So add as much as 20% additional profit margin.
so they can actually give, let's say, for example, their average order value was 1,500. The end user was paying 1,000.
It is also true, na? Like for example, let's say the average order value in Swiggy or Zomato is 2,000 rupees.
Yeah.
They would have to give 25%, which is like 500 rupees
To the
to the platform.
Yeah.
But let's say from direct order, they get an order of, so if it is 10,000 rupees, they have to pay 2,500 rupees to the platform.
Yeah.
But if they get an order of 10,000 rupees,
Yeah.
then direct order,
Yeah.
then they save all that money by just paying a little bit to the delivery guy.
Yeah.
Danzo kar lo fayda mein rahoge.
Seriously. So one brand that we are working with right now, it's called Antra, and we ask them to not heavily depend on Swiggy and Zomato and focus. It's a newly launched brand. And that's the best suggestion that we've given them, that, instead of focusing on these third-party aggregators, you start building your own channel.
This is
Where
much
the
better.
maximizing of your profits.
It becomes like a like how we say, build your email list, because don't depend on Facebook and Google. Yeah.
So not just that, now if you actually see, let's say 10,000 ka aapka delivery tha, you are going to give 2,500 to the Swiggy and Zomato. Instead of that, you give 10% of discount to the end user.
So much better, no?
So much.
You give them a referral.
Exactly. Still you are 15% in profit, and because you gave an exclusive deal to the end user, they are going to come back to you.
No, you tell them like, we'll give you 10% off if you refer somebody.
Refer somebody, or there are loyalty programs in place where, कि आप इस बार ऑर्डर किया है तो हम आपको ये कूपन दे रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट टाइम यू ऑर्डर, यूज दिस कूपन कोड फॉर एडिशनल 10% डिस्काउंट.
So ये मैं नहीं लिखता हूँ, आइडिया बड़ा अच्छा है, but this kind of solves our first problem.
Yeah.
Next problem, which is low repeat customers. Let's add this. What will be the solution? Repeat customers के लिए, I mean, we probably need to remarket with WhatsApp marketing.
Yeah.
Offers you mentioned.
Yeah.
Uh,
So those offers are, so offers is तो अपना hook type बोल सकते हैं अपन, but the channel is either WhatsApp or through emails. Emails usually don't work that great in my experience.
restaurant में pretty much you'll get WhatsApp mostly. So season friendly offer is one.
Yeah.
Right. And retargeting, let's say, call it retargeting discounts.
Discount.
I call it season friendly offer because health season where you give them healthy snack recipe. Implementation, do WhatsApp marketing, promote on social media. These are the two implementation pathways that we need to take for the customer, right?
Yeah.
Anything else comes to your mind?
So again, repeat customers के लिए, so like how you say retargeting, so loyalty programs is also one section.
Customer loyalty program.
Yeah. Where you incentivize them by giving something so that they
Yeah, we can say get 100%, or no, let's say get 10% off on your next order by
that 10%
that 10% off by referring. So I used to do this. I used to run this e-commerce store.
Yeah.
And for the first few customers, I saw I used to pay like 30% of the product cost to Facebook or Google.
Okay.
And every time I would get a sale,
I would just call those person and I would create like a custom discount code on there. And so Dheeraj bought from me.
Okay.
I'll create a discount code called Dheeraj 10.
Okay.
And I'll ask Dheeraj to give this to your friends and family. So you will get lifetime 10% discount by buying through this. Plus your friends and family can get lifetime 10% off by using this code.
Yeah.
So that was the funda, and a lot of people started.
So just when you mention, so this mostly happens with your SaaS products when an YouTuber or someone is promoting.
But यहाँ पे customer ही तुम्हारा hero है ना.
हाँ वो भी है. अच्छा okay yeah.
Customer को ही बोलो.
Correct.
Use this code, lifetime in our restaurants you'll get this. Whatever price maybe you get 10% off using if you keep using this code, or if you keep using this code.
Yeah.
So what is the impact? So let's say even in a slow season,
Yeah.
how much more can they earn? Give a hypothetical number.
Let's say just to put it in perspective, if a restaurant was doing 1 lakh per month in the peak season, usually that restaurant would do anywhere between 30 to 40,000 in the low performance
Oh, really?
season.
60% off हो जाता है.
Yeah.
Okay.
So adding 10 to 12% to that bottom line would make a huge difference.
Why I'm saying this? Because in your case, if you send a mail in January to these people
Yeah.
saying season going slow, we can help. That can be like, and you can say I can help you add additional this much. This is why offers help, bro. This is why offer creation is so important. It's boring, but it's so important.
Nice. I could never think of that.
But adding 10 to 10, 20%, 12% more customers during the slow seasons, what will it do? I mean, that's pretty much helps them get. So, वही से 10 to 12% profit तो बोल ही सकते हैं. Plus, if they do it without Swiggy and Zomato, then imagine more profits there. Okay. Now, next big problem is low number of customers in general. Right? Obviously, it's not like ordered in right direction, but okay, low number of customers should probably come before low repeat customer. ये होगा तभी नहीं होगा. But चलो ठीक है, we'll work around it. So, what is a solution to this? So, brand awareness.
Brand awareness is the prime factor. So most of the brands that we are working with, they are in a way, like it was not the criteria when we were actually onboarding them, but it so happened to be that all the brands that we are working, they are somehow, the location is in some mall.
Okay.
So the visibility in general easy हो जाता है उनके लिए. So they have to spend a little, or let's say if the competition is high, because एक मॉल में बहुत सारे outlets होते हैं, restaurants होते हैं.
तो food वो होता है ना.
तो आप offline branding करते हो मॉल में, lifts के पास हो गया, parking के पास हो गया, so that the first when they are thinking कि okay movie के बाद lunch या dinner करेंगे, and they see a branding or some offer that you've created, it generally helps. So overall brand awareness.
Okay.
Good digital presence, again उसी के अंदर आएगा या I don't know.
Good followings.
Good following
on social media. So basically, when we say, I try to be as specific as possible.
Yeah.
Because when you say good digital presence, what does it mean? So that means good ratings on good followers on social media, good number of ratings in GMB.
Yeah.
Those two things, so definitely.
Good. High quality content that you're posting.
Yeah. Relatable.
Quality videos, behind the scenes, you show your team.
Relatable content.
Okay.
Content. So this is there. How do we implement this? So this is implementation actually. Post relatable content. Second can be like offline branding that definitely comes in. It has not completely.
So offline branding can be subjective. It not necessarily would apply to all types of businesses in the F&B space itself. But yes, offline branding too. Um,
So ये हो गया, authenticity दिखता है behind the scenes content से.
yeah.
Obviously ask people to leave a review, incentivize it possible. तो ये हो गया, और क्या है? I think this is pretty much it.
Yeah.
So we can also generate direct ads, right? Not just brand awareness ads. Direct response, like call ads.
Acha, okay.
Direct response ads, you get direct
Yeah. Yeah.
table bookings, call-ins, orders, and we can give them like an offer. So what will this help with? I think this is pretty much, obviously, aggregator management. It's not like you cannot completely overthrow Swiggy and Zomato, but
Yeah. No, most of the times it so happens that the visibility actually comes from these platforms, right? No matter how good you're targeting, somehow you get to miss out your ideal customer, but that person is heavily active on Swiggy or Zomato. And if your profile is optimized on that channel, you again get discovered.
I think the way I see it is like, I don't have experience, you have, but it's just one piece of the puzzle, and people are putting all their eggs in the Swiggy Zomato basket, and
Yeah.
there are like so many things you can do to like really grow your restaurant, and a lot of people don't do it.
So true.
Right?
Because the way Swiggy and Zomato has made their market so that if let's say Mr. X wants to open a restaurant, he wouldn't think of a website first, but he would think कि Swiggy Zomato पे कब मैं onboard करूँ.
Exactly.
Right? So that's the mindset. ऐसा हो गया, I mean.
Even if you get, give me like a impact of this, potential impact if you do all this. Is Salt का case study बता दो, what sort of impact you had?
So Salt का मतलब, so when we started working with Salt, inconsistency of being on social, मतलब उनका social presence भी उतना अच्छा नहीं था.
अभी तो काफी अच्छा खासा.
अभी तो now तो मतलब पूरे सही तरीके से optimize भी हो चुका है. So consistency of just being available, because in a competitive market, तो मेघना वाला अपन example छोड़ देते हैं, but let's say for an example like Iron Hill, like massive place, lot of things to talk about, but आप एक ही जगह पे कितनी बार ही जाओगे? मतलब Iron Hill you go once, twice, thrice, not more than that. But at the end of the day, if you are actually following Iron Hill, if your content is good, if you are showcasing कि मतलब what's new, who are the chefs behind, you're talking about stories, because people love stories. सेम चीज को अगर आप घुमा फिरा के एक अच्छे से स्टोरी में बता के दोगे तो people actually come out looking for that.
But what sort of impact? So this is the problem, right? You can share this idea.
Yeah.
Idea sounds really good, but a business owner will never be convinced unless you show them what sort of impact it will have on their business.
So
Like I told you this one, like, add as much as this much of profit. If you just do this, you can add as much as 10 to 12% more business during the slow seasons,
yeah,
staying ahead of the game.
yeah.
So here, what impact do we get?
So usually, so when we are talking about low number of customers, we are talking about customer acquisition, right? So initially, so it is going to be through. So the solution, acha,
I'm talking about. So let's talk about this. I'll take a screenshot and ask ChatGPT. It's like a cheat code I have found online. सब निकल जाता है इधर से.
so most of the times with me it happens so that I know, but I'm not able to put it in words, right?
I know, it's okay. Analyze a cable. Please, let's do this. Let's analyze the table. I'll say, और भाई, okay. चलो ठीक है, continue करना. It'll write the entire thing now. Likely a restaurant or food business given the reference Swiggy and Zomato. Nice. Okay.
Duration. Second one, dot pay page for you हो गया. Retargeting offer discount. Implementation is this. Shall mention twice in various solutions. Brand boosting increase following a social media press and share positive reviews. Direct response added brand. Yeah, let's see what impact it gives us. Generally, the impact would be an increase in overall restaurant's reputation and reach. What specific impact can you think of when it comes to solving be specific? Give me some hypothetical numbers. Let's go with hypothetical numbers at least.
So what I think it's just going to add to that top line. New customers is because most of the times what happens is like, so Groot is one such brand. It has been, so it launched during COVID. तो मतलब उनका तो launch ही बहुत ही गंदा था. मतलब they were in 1 year they were only active for barely a month or so.
Okay.
So
Really?
and in such times but this person was smart enough. He's an IT guy who owns this brand, but he believes in visibility. He understands what branding is, what advertising is, unlike other brands के मतलब हाँ 50,000 खर्च करने हैं क्या. But this person will give me ideas कि फोन पे lives आते हैं, गूगल पे. मैं बोला वहाँ पे तो सिर्फ visibility चलेगा, कुछ नहीं आएगा, but दिखना चाहिए.
This is good.
So that kind of a guy he is. So we were stuck. मतलब धीरे धीरे we were working and उनका एक outlet मतलब the best that they had performed before we got on board with them was 40 lakhs. Right, per month उनका वो best था. And it so happened to be कि we started working around August या September, right, and October November में we broke that record by 65 lakhs.
Whoa.
Right, and we broke our own record by 72 or something. अभी मेरे को exactly number याद नहीं आ रहा है, but so new customers will actually help you break those records.
Okay. So these are some bare
The top
basic
name
numbers.
वाला.
Okay. So that definitely helps. 100%. Because if I see I would not choose whether I want to go to a restaurant just by looking at a direct response. और जब मुझे relatable content दिखेगा, plus I feel like हाँ, kind of vibe match कर रही है. Let's say there is a Kishore Kumar themed restaurant, I'll 100% go there.
Okay. So right, like raving fans they say, right?
Yeah.
हाँ.
कोई anime themed restaurant रहेगा, I'll
This
go.
Groot is a themed restaurant again. It's based on Marvel's
Groot.
character, the Groot, right?
Yeah.
So
Good, man. So yeah, now you see how clear your thoughts are. Now imagine if I send a cold email to a restaurant saying, are you struggling with low profit margins? Well, so let's say you send them, hey, Dheeraj, loved the reviews that your restaurant is getting, super quality, this thing. But however, I've seen normally restaurants like you get low profit margins due to Swiggy and Zomato. We specialize in helping you add an additional source of traffic that will get you as much as 25% profit margins without depending on Swiggy and Zomato. Should I send more information? That's the cold email. Who do you think will not respond to that? Or if I say, let's say you're sending a mail on January and you're saying, you know what, your reviews are great, blah, blah, blah. By the way, my company specializes in adding 10 to 12% more revenue to the restaurant, especially during the slow season. We have helped Kota Kachori or whatever recently, and we saw this much more revenue. Do you think this can help? Should I send you more information? The whole reason why my cold emails work is this. So, or if I say, this is basic, I think every other marketing agency would do this.
yeah.
Like, okay, 20% increase in brand recall, 15% rise in orders. So this obviously can improve, but these are like Sone Pe Suhaga offers, right? Now on top of that, what we need, these are add-on problems. The best part about add-on problems is we can present them as bonuses.
Yeah.
When you're selling the deal, they'll be like, oh, और क्या मिलेगा? You know what? I can also give you corporate orders. You know what? I'll also manage your online reputation. So that's why I have not deleted these, because still these are like pretty good
Yeah.
problems. So let's
These are also actual problems where, so at one point, so cold email तो आता नहीं था, मतलब outreach सब आता नहीं था. So when we were starting out, it used to be कि हम एक Instagram पे जाएंगे या एक वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे, मैनुअली देखेंगे क्या प्रॉब्लम है, फिर उनको उसी प्रॉब्लम से हम बोलेंगे. तो रिव्यू, नेगेटिव रिव्यूज used to be one of our core talking point कि मतलब sir, the food is amazing, the ambience is good, the content that you're putting, everything is great, but आपके reviews इतने हैं. Would you want us to work on your brand so that your reviews increase? And that's how we got the Groot.
Oh, is it? Crazy, man. That's good. Wow. So this is good. Let's add. So opportunity loss. उसमें डाल दिया मैंने corporate orders. इसमें cold outreach to corporates to bring in more and larger orders. ठीक है, ये हम लोग करके देंगे. Next, what we got, the impact can be like add as much as, I don't know, if let's say 10 corporates place an order, 3 लाख तो कर ही लेते होंगे.
So, okay, just to hypothetical.
You have any case study?
Yes. So case study अभी बना नहीं है. It's on progress and
I don't mean like written down case study. Have you seen any result while working with them?
so yeah. So when I was talking to Jitendra bhai, and he was telling me a few instances, मतलब मेरे खुद के नहीं है, but he was sharing his past experience on how he had helped brands to generate corporate orders, right? And I think minimum we can, to put it in number, we can add 2 to 3 lakhs if we are actually actively working on generating corporate deals.
This is like pure revenue, no
Pure revenue, yeah. Like it would barely cost about 5-10,000.
And if these guys host any party in your restaurant, then तो हो गया.
अरे outdoor catering हो गया. So Toscano does a lot of outdoor catering, and these are some high-end events, right? So that is pure profit, and that is all inbound. They are not actively going out for outdoor catering events.
Dude, they can actually do that, no?
Yeah. So आप मतलब customers वहाँ पे आए, they have some event coming up, संगीत कुछ आ रहा है, and they wanted to have some event. तो मतलब वैसे they are generating, they are not actively going out to search outdoor catering events.
Okay, that's nice. So negative online, because speak with your customers, give them a better deal, showing them you care.
Yeah.
And we can add something like, how do we do this? Calling,
emailing, because when someone is pissed, right, they will definitely want to talk to someone.
Hi.
It's very easy to connect with these people, and कुछ तो ऐसे लोग होते हैं कितना भी कुछ भी कर लो, it's not.
You know what? This problem इतना तक आएगा भी नहीं if they just had a support channel.
Yeah. I mean, so, but first case scenario में that's the solution that you offer.
Yeah. Reviews increase brand reputation. This is fantastic. So now you got like 5 big problems along. ये दोनों bonuses पे भी डाल सकते हैं ऐसी. Even if people don't want this, but we can say, you know what, we can also give you this.
Yeah.
Or we'll also do this. But core 3 problems we can solve for any restaurants once we start working, right? Now, when we imagine this is why I don't like this concept of social media marketing agency, because you can do so much more than social media. यहाँ पे देखो इतना सब कुछ कर सकते हैं, and we have social media just here and here, and probably here.
So this is where actually I was stuck, and this clarity actually came after joining Alpha Club. After talking to Jitendra bhai, I was doing this for 3+ years now, but मेरे को खुद को वो clarity नहीं था. So thankful to Jitendra bhai and you to enlightening me into this domain.
Chalo, let's start some activation points. Activation points or milestones are the processes that you take your customers through.
Yeah.
Like if a restaurant comes to me and says, Jayant, I really need your help, what is the first step that you will do and what is the last step that is? So what are the steps that will take to help this restaurant from, so practical steps that they will take to take this restaurant through, sorry, fumbling. I'm thinking too hard. You take this restaurant through
Did you mean from current stage to their
desired state? Exactly. So I'll give you an example. So Saptadeep, the dog trainer. So activation point in case mein how, so his solution was genetic behavioral training.
Okay.
For disobedience. Dogs don't listen to us because genetically dogs are like wild breeds a little bit, and they are working class kind of breed. They want to work. When you don't let them work, they get angry, they get agitated, they say, whatever issues that happen. And how do you solve this? You solve this with focus training, cue training, leash training, then you use functional commands, then you do command proofing, where dog experiences the command in different environments, then do crate training. Then critical handling means how the dog cooperates with medical examinations and grooming. These are the 7 steps that we took them through, right? So in your case, what are some of the steps that we can take, step-by-step approach, to take a restaurant and like grow their business? It might be possible that they might have one or two of these particular, things in place, but ये सारा तो नहीं होगा बिल्कुल भी.
तो usually
स्विगी जोमेटो तो बिल्कुल नहीं होगा, मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
yeah, that's there. So I think अगर let's say इन problems में से जो भी उनका problem था, for उनका जो भी reason था तो hire us. But when we onboard a client, we make sure कि self-assessment and goal setting is done as a first thing. कि मतलब where are we, like you said, right? कि उनका current stage क्या है? Both the parties should be aware of it. And what are we promising?
Yeah.
Right? क्योंकि recently I've been experiencing कि goal setting, if there is no proper goal setting, it can backlash you in a very negative way.
Exactly.
Right? So that's
true.
one thing that we do first. And then जो भी उनका channel set करना, for example, they have a customer database but they don't know how to reach out to them, right? So we set up the channel first, whatever tools are required, and we tell them, okay, this is the way. And
what is the setup?
Setting up of channels, let's say, so most of the times with restaurant businesses में क्या होता है कि there are multiple outlets है, तो outlet wise Instagram होगा, outlet wise page होगा.
Okay.
Right? तो पहले वो assess करते हैं कि is that really necessary, because big brands only have one Instagram. तो our idea is to just suggest them कि आप एक ही Instagram रखो, क्योंकि if it is
काम करते हैं ना, अच्छा ये डाल दो, but I'm also thinking to just copy paste this in ChatGPT.
Okay.
And say, give me like a step by step.
That would be faster. Yes.
I have a prompt around it. List out the challenges. ये हो गया core offers. I want to start a service on the same. Can you help me create possible solution? Give me like a step by step solution, I'd say. Give me a step by step solution to all these problems. These solutions will serve as activation points or checkpoints that I will take my clients through by achieving or by hitting these checkpoint. The clients would come one step closer to their goal. Let's see what it comes up with. Direct channel adoption. Okay. Then we are jumping into digital advertising. So this is also good. You see, now This is pretty interesting. So we should tell them like, you know what, we are depending on Swiggy and Zomato. Let's first fix this problem by adopting a direct channel. Can you have a fleet of people? Because even if they use DotPay and Paid Puja, they still need a delivery person, right?
No, so DotPay and Paid Puja are solving that problem कि अगर आपके पास खुद का delivery fleet नहीं है, they have about 5 to 6 options to choose from. या 6 के 6 भी. Have you heard of Shiprocket? Shiprocket में कैसे रहता है कि मतलब ब्लू डिलीवरी भी रहेगा, डिलीवरी भी रहेगा, टो डार्ट भी रहेगा, मतलब जितने भी डिलीवरी वाले हैं. तो सेम इज विथ डॉट पे, where if you select one of these delivery people,
Okay.
it's optional. मतलब so
And you pay them something.
हाँ, तो मतलब let's say अगर यहाँ से from point A to point B, a normal person would pay 100 rupees for a delivery. Through these channel, same on Dunzo, they'll be paying 25 to 30 rupees.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So there is still delivery charges involved, but वो तो स्विगी जोमेटो में भी है. मतलब 25-30% के बाद पैकिंग चार्जेस, डिलीवरी चार्जेस, हैंडलिंग चार्जेस, पता नहीं कौन.
क्या चार्जेस तो रहते ही हैं on top of the commission that you have to pay them.
Correct. Plus स्विगी जोमेटो में let's say a pizza at the restaurant is 500 rupees, but a pizza from same restaurant on Swiggy Zomato would be same thing, 25-30% extra. So the overall value of the cart becomes way too higher than actually eating at the restaurant itself.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we got some responses. So basically, this is pretty good. So it can become like a combo of both an agency service and kind of a consulting service. Because this is pure consulting. We have to we can't do this for them. We can tell them like how to do it. Now that you know. But how many restaurants actually know about Paid Puja and this?
Almost everyone knows, because Paid Puja is one of the most commonly used POS available out there for restaurant businesses. Though Paid Puja is widely known for its POS, but they are not really aware of the other products that Paid Puja itself has.
So we can go ahead and deploy those, no?
Yeah.
Paid Puja के साथ deal भी कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, so this was again suggested by Mr. Jitendra.
Awesome.
कि you get on a partner program with them. For every referral, you get your commissions.
That would be nice, right?
Like, just imagine if I had to get Toscano on Paid Puja or .pay, 13 outlets. अगर एक outlet का भी मुझे 2,000-2,500 मिलते हैं, I'm making good 35-40K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem low number of customers, brand awareness boost. This is where we started actually, right?
Yeah.
So collaborate with local influencers, engage PR activities. Then social media. So this is where your auditing thing came up. So this is what you have been doing already.
This, we've been doing it very well, because this is what we've been doing it. But yes.
So, but we never went from a problem solution angle. That's what is happening.
Right. So that's where the whole confusion of problem solution is.
Yeah. I mean, if they see your service as a solution to a problem, they will 100% go ahead and talk to you. Right. So let's say authenticity, so caching, so I don't know. इसको तो अपने हिसाब से change कर लेना भाई, because you know better about this than me. So let's do this. So technically, if we start from here, brand awareness boost, and among those, we add these direct channel adoption. So this part is marketing, brand awareness boost.
Yeah.
Social media, GMB, this part you are doing anyways. We should be doing something like this. While we are executing the current strategy, which this particular solution, we should be coaching them or consulting them into
how to
creating a direct channel adoption while collaborating with Paid Puja and everything. All right. So, so what I'm thinking is like, we got these, which we are anyways doing. Low number of customers वाला हम solve कर रहे हैं, brand awareness, social media, GMB, direct ads भी कर रहे हैं हम लोग. मतलब direct ads on like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
और स्विगी जोमेटो मैनेजमेंट कर दें क्या?
सो ये कर सकते हैं, बट नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज, दो इसका मतलब इम्पैक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा है, बट दे डोंट एंड अप पेइंग. मतलब लेट्स से इफ वी आर पैकेजिंग द होल स्टफ फॉर 70K 80K, अगर मैं ये अलग से ऐड ऑन करके अगर 10,000 भी ऐड करना चाहूँगा तो दे वुडंट बी रेडी टू पे फॉर दैट.
हाँ वेल पैकेज ओनली नो,
हाँ, तो
पैकेज ही करना है.
कैन डू, यस.
सो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. सो उसके बाद ऑथेंटिकेसी शोकेसिंग, ये ना सोशल मीडिया का पार्ट है. सो लेट्स जस्ट टेक दिस एंड इसमें डाल देंगे कॉन्टेस्ट, इंटरेक्टिव कैंपेन्स, बिहाइंड द सीन, शेयर स्टोरीज, GMB, ब्रांड अवेयरनेस बूस्ट भी ये काइंड ऑफ सोशल मीडिया के पार्ट में ही आएगा. सो आई जस्ट ऐड इट हियर. अगेन द होल पॉइंट इज लाइक विल ऐड एज मेनी एज वी वांट, देन क्रिस्प इट डाउन.
श्योर.
सो चेक पॉइंट वन
अपन ने आई थिंक एक जगह पे अपन ने वेबसाइट का कुछ मेंशन नहीं किया. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस कि ऑफर्स तो क्रिएट करते रहते हैं, बट वेबसाइट पे अपडेट नहीं करते, बिकॉज अलग से एक डेवलपर चाहिए होता है वो करने के लिए.
Yeah.
सो दैट इज ऑल्सो समथिंग दैट वी डू. कि मतलब आपका ऑफर है, डजंट मैटर, स्विगी है, वेबसाइट है, थर्ड पार्टी है, खुद का है,
तो बोनस में डाल देंगे.
राइट.
सो वो इसमें भी आ जाएगा बोनस, मतलब उसको वेबसाइट मेंटेनेंस करके डाल देंगे.
Yeah.
उसके बाद वी कैन से वी शुड गो विथ, सो दिस हैज टू हैपन साइड बाय साइड. एक सीरीज में नहीं डाल सकते. आई थिंक लो प्रॉफिट मार्जिन का तो यही सोल्यूशन है. एंड एडवर्टाइजिंग इज समथिंग दैट वी आर एनीवेज डूइंग हियर, डायरेक्ट रिस्पॉन्स एड एग्जीक्यूशन. So this and the last one will have to go side by side, and then low repeat customer can come after this, जहाँ पे हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि like seasonal offers बनाओ. एक बार ये सब मैनेज हो जाए तो every season you should be creating an offer, promoting on social media, WhatsApp campaign initiate करो and loyalty program develop करो. So this becomes like a proper system. And I mean, I give you free hand. एक बार ये खत्म हो जाए ना, so you also go back home,
Yeah.
because you are the expert at this. I just can assume what you can do. I can teach you how to create an offer. Can't create the offer exactly for you, right?
Yeah.
So this is done. Now if this is done, so मैं ये डाल देता हूँ check points को ChatGPT पे, and I just want something from you. अभी how do you execute on this delivery? So in a agency, we have 3 pillars of support that we give, right? If implementation by us actually doing the work for them, accountability by मतलब कुछ हम बनाए, उधर से approval नहीं आ रहा, then we have to follow up, ask for this, give regular updates, weekly check-ins, वो सब accountability में आता है. Last हो गया support. If they have an immediate need, they have a problem, how do I what channels are we using to solve those?
Yeah.
Right? So implementation में what are we doing? So I mean, yeah, tell me.
So implementation में again just to understand, implementation as in
Okay.
account management. Okay, that's one.
And-
Optimizing.
So it's like this. I'll give you this example. So ऐसे coaching call में थोड़ा सा अलग होता है. But इसमें आता है knowledge, accountability, feedback, community and support. How are we providing knowledge? With live calls and recorded videos. So यहाँ पे accountability में account management होता है. So account manager क्या काम करता है? Onboard करता है. फिर वो क्या बोलते हैं? check-ins करता है. And kind of support भी देता है account manager to some extent. Support.
So process and all that comes under
account management. I mean, this account manager is responsible कि आप approve कराओ, जल्दी से कराओ, वो सब ठीक है. And implementation this is basically operations. You should have an operation team. जिसमें let's say graphic designer आ गया, paid ads, right, videos. So ये सब बंदे operation implement करते हैं आपके लिए. And you have an account manager who manages that account by getting the work done by these guys. And support, how we might provide email support, WhatsApp support,
WhatsApp groups,
call, whatever.
calls, yeah.
Whatever works. This is the delivery vehicle. So the whole point here is, like, if somebody asks you, Dheeraj, how can you help me? You can simply say, you know what, Jayant, we help restaurants solve 3 core problems. Number 1 is not getting enough customers. Number 2 is not getting enough repeat customers. And 3, not having enough profit margins. And the way we solve it is, first, we completely revamp your digital presence. That means social media, Google My Business, and your websites and everything, and run ads so that you get direct customers.
Yeah.
2, we deploy loyalty programs and WhatsApp campaigns to get you customers coming back, and we add some seasonal offers on top of that. 3rd, you and I work together to build a direct access channel where you don't have to depend on Swiggy and Zomato to get all your orders, and this will enable to have at least 25% more profit margins. And in terms of business growth, if you deploy all 3, it will get you at least X amount of business growth. And the way we do it is, the way we will work is, as soon as we work together, you'll have 3 teams to help you out. My accountability team, account manager team will sit with you and will be there, will be your first point of contact. Anytime, any support you need, they will be there. They'll walk you through this 8 steps, 9 steps, 10 steps, whatever.
Yeah.
And we have a core team of graphic designers, video editors and everything who will do all the graphics for you, and you just have to say yes or no to the kind of graphics that we design.
Yeah.
And on top of that, if you have any queries, you're always like 1 step away from pinging us. That's the board.
Wow.
Right? So this is the offer. Now let's get what these 2 things can be, let's say, guarantee. Also adding the following services as bonuses. Can you analyze and let me know what you think? Let's see. So this opportunity loss में जो getting more corporate orders, cold outreach आ जाएगा, and this kind of becomes a pretty cool bonus जो कि यहाँ पे हम लोग डाल सकते हैं. गारंटी पे आऊँगा मैं. इसका नाम बढ़िया बना सकते हैं, कॉर्पोरेट ऑर्डर्स फॉर्मूला, ऐसा कुछ बना सकते हैं. जस्ट आस्क ChatGPT अगेन. इसमें क्रिएटिविटी नहीं डालनी मेरे को. ओके. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन कैन बी लाइक, or you can say, what more bonuses can I add to my offer to make it so lucrative that it's impossible to say no to? ट्रायल पीरियड नहीं, इसमें पैसा बच जाएगा. ट्रेनिंग वर्कशॉप नहीं यार, वही करते हैं, कोल्ड आउटरीच कर देते हैं लोगों के लिए, ज़्यादा एफर्ट नहीं लगेगा. डैशबोर्ड तो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट आएगा. बंडल डिस्काउंट एंड प्रायोरिटी सपोर्ट, फ्री कंसल्टेशन सेशन. दिस वी कैन से फ्री कंसल्टेशन सेशंस on profitability or something like that. Anyways, we have pretty good bonuses here to give. ORM, online reputation management. इसमें हम लोग इसमें थोड़ा सा डिस्क्राइब कर देना कि एग्जैक्टली हेल्प कैसे करेगा. So this becomes like a bonus.
So bonus में I think I also had.
Where is a conditional guarantee? Where is the guarantee? Okay. So I asked, can you help me with a cool conditional guarantee that can make this offer even stronger? Okay, the no risk ROI revolution guarantee. If after implementing our strategies and solutions for 6 months, you don't see a measurable increase in your customer base or a minimum of 15% growth in revenue, which is pretty easy, I think.
It's very easy. Yeah.
We will offer you an additional 3 months of our premium support and consultation services for free. Wow. Conditions. Client must fully implement and execute the recommended strategies that they agreed
This is good.
to monthly check-ins and ensure alignment to resolve any issues. Guarantee is applicable if all the conditions and prerequisites are discussed. ये तो contract में डाल देंगे. 15% growth is based on a comparison of the 6 months period before implementing our strategies to the 6 months after. So, boom. गारंटी डाल देते हैं. हो गया. अब इसको डाल देते हैं सच में. And pricing by to decide कर, this is your thing. And I don't know about your industry a lot, so you guys decide whether this pricing is good. So your homework, Dheeraj, once you go home, I'll share this with you. I shared this with you. तेरा काम क्या रहेगा भाई? Go through the activation point. It seems like an exhaustive list. See if we can change or remove something.
Yeah.
And delivery vehicle के ऊपर just pretty much added how exactly are we helping, but think about more ways on how are we helping the clients right now, because when we are pitching on the sales call, this becomes like a thing.
Right.
And there is guarantee I think is pretty solid.
Yeah, I think it's
Bonuses, how do we incorporate?
bonuses. I have a list of bonuses that I had worked on.
Just add those. And prices, it's totally up to you, because you know this field better than me, so I don't know what's the right price or wrong price. So this part, you go ahead and take care.
Yes.
But I think, what do you think about the offer?
I think if I was a restaurateur, I wouldn't be able to say no to.
Awesome. Good stuff. So iske baad, once you finish the offer, bro, let's pull out like a contact data and start reaching out to restaurants.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll see some measurable growth. Cool. So thanks for letting me create an offer for you on public.
Thank you so much for taking your valuable time and helping me out, actually.
Awesome.
And really appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Thank you. And you guys who are watching this video, let me know what you think about this offer creation process. If you liked it, say liked it in the comments. And if you are a restaurant owner somehow watching my video, then hire this guy. He's like really good at this. Cool. Chalo. Bye-bye.